She told me that she would be messaging as many girls I had been with as possible to try and find whatever dirt she could so that she could run to the internet about it.
Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so. Because you're, like, threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
You're right, I did goon, okay? I did not stop gooning.
This is an emergency broadcast. This is an unplanned pregnancy or unplanned stream we're having going on here. And this hat is either gonna say a lot or say a little today. As Turkey Tom, I just got the notification like 40 minutes ago that he uploaded a video responding. Now, I didn't expect it to be a main channel video. I didn't expect it to be a video either. I didn't even know he was gonna respond. But I'm kind of glad he did. There were a few things that I wanted for him to talk about, because there were some allegations of sexual impropriety. Apparently he was doing some BDSM stuff without consent, or allegedly. But the problem, and he was filming without consent as well, and then there was age play allegations. The problem with all of these allegations was that there was a lack of proof, and some of the proof seemed to contradict the allegations, in my opinion. However, I thought there were some things that looked, I don't know, like I could use some more context, and this seemed like a little weird. The other allegation was that he was a Patrick Bateman type gooner. I am doing better. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate all the love. Thank you, guys. The point is, the allegations looked, they didn't look good, but they didn't look as credible as I think people wanted them to be. Because the problem that I went into on my stream about this, which is on this channel, yeah, it's on this channel, was that it seemed like a lot of people, namely the Chud Logic orbit mainly, really wanted this to be things that it wasn't. And last stream, actually, I called Augie out specifically, because it seemed like he was just going to throw Tom under the bus about this, saying, oh, it looks like it's just me and Nicholas. Although, I think he went back on that recently, and I had to give some credit where credit's due. So I retract. I appreciate that. But yeah, it just seemed like all of these people wanted these to be a lot bigger than they were, and I was not convinced. I needed proof. I needed a police report. I want actual proof. I want something. I'm tired of this, like, the same game for obvious reasons. The things I'd like to see in this response before we go in, because to be clear, I am biased in this. I like Turkey Tom. We've been friendly in the past. I've spoken to him on a few occasions, and I like him. I think he's a cool guy. I know some people have their opinions on him. Whatever. I don't care. I'll be honest. I like him, and I am biased, and he's been friendly towards me. And I appreciate that. And he seems to be one of the few people that, like, I think have pretty much stayed true throughout their time in this YouTube shit. So yeah, I liked him for that, and I obviously did not want any of these to be true for multiple reasons, not only because I like Tom, but also because I don't want girls to be domestically abused. You know, I don't think that's a good thing. So yeah, so we'll see, but I want him to address anything non-consensual, like if any of those BDSM fetishes were actually non-consensual, like some of these girls were implying. They never directly claimed it. They were implying it. It was so flip-floppy. It was a shit show. After a certain point, another ex-girlfriend came out contradicting these things, and another girl I think he had sex with came back and contradicted these claims, and then a bunch of girls started fighting. It was basically Tom's ex-hus girl fighting, and it was just a fucking mess. And I actually was going to look and maybe like see if there was any updates to the website, because the Kiwi farmers who were, I guess, hosting most of these allegations made a thread, and the website is gone. So that's that. Now, I think WestJet included where I wanted him to respond in this video. I'm wearing the same fucking shirt and hat. That's hilarious. Okay. I'd like to know if he was filming these girls. Shout out to WestJet, by the way. It's the homie. Without consent. I'd like to know if he was these girls without like in a BDSM setting, these girls without consent. Hitting is what I was saying. Without proof, without evidence, which we don't have much of to corroborate the claims, the lack thereof consent claims, there really isn't much need for a response unless there's actual like somewhat evidence to explain this behavior.
If you really didn't do nothing, why not just come out and say you didn't do nothing? Like, I guess we might be lawyering up or pursuing legal action, but who knows?
Yeah. Ew, Miskiff jump scared, dude. I was not ready for that. But yeah, so we're gonna go into the response now. He uploaded a video about an hour ago called My Side. Looking at the like to dislikes, it seems to be pretty good. Although this is not very accurate, I'm gonna be real. So we'll see. Okay, top comment made me funny. Okay, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna watch. Let me fix the display capture. There we go. So let's go.
I'm sorry that this response took so long. I wanted to make sure I had all the facts.
He doesn't really talk about the hit. Well, don't spoil me first of all, because I'm trying to go into this honest. He doesn't really talk about the hitting. It wasn't really a great response. The problem is that what he did show was enough to discredit them. Well, if the hitting and BDSM stuff seems to be all encompassing, so as long as he addresses that, I'll assume that's what it is, or just rough sex or whatever. That's if that's addressed, that's kind of what I want, right? I want it addressed if he was into this age play shit, if he was like unconsensually rough or hitting or BDSM or whatever, and then filming without consent was another huge one. So let's go. Talk to me, Tom. He's looking cute in this video. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I was kidding. Hey, I'm gay.
I'm sorry that this response took so long. I wanted to make sure I had all the facts together before saying anything. Recently, I've been accused by an ex-girlfriend, along with an ex-partner, of non-consensually filming sexual encounters, being so rough and inconsiderate during sexual encounters that it bordered on assault, encouraging eating disorders, being into age play, along with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations.
Great. If he addresses all that, then I think I'm chilling. And if it's like he debunks it.
The two women who are accusing me, Sacramento89, real name Rowan, and Left 4 Dead, real name Katie, took to...
Did he leak the name? Is that like not public? Editing Cameron here. This name was not private and it was not leaked by Tom. It was leaked ironically by Katie, one of the other accusers on Noel's live stream. So yeah, we chilling. But anyways, talk to me.
Along with a litany of other completely baseless, false accusations. The two women who are accusing me, Sacramento89, real name Rowan, and Left 4 Dead, real name Katie, took to gossip forum Kiwi Farms to post the accusations.
Hey, why are we fighting in chat? Let's calm down here. Let's calm down here. Here, hold on. I need to get some gum to lock in. I need to be locked in. Hold on. Sorry, I have ADHD, all right?
With carefully cherry-picked screenshots to back up their claims. These claims aren't super difficult to debunk just because of the overwhelming amount of evidence I have on my side. Without further ado...
So is it... Oh, yeah, the blackmail folder was an allegation that he had a blackmail folder called, like, Just In Case, I think it was, which I got some shit for saying this, but, like, I don't blame him for. Especially, like, I've had some bad experiences with some crazy fucking women, okay? Not saying all women are crazy, but I'm just... Oh, I need to make a goal. If I hit the goal, I'll have the opinion you want. Because my word is worth money. My word is worth money. My takes are bought and paid for by foreign nationals.
Let's start with Sacramento or Rowan. This is a girl I dated for about 7 months, from May of 2025.
About 6 or 7 months. Okay. I remember the just in case folder. So the reason I said I didn't blame him is because, and I caught flack for it, was because I've dealt with people who like will indulge in blackmail and will threaten you like over the phone. And then if you get that on the calls, like I had to record calls at a certain point in my life with certain people I wish I didn't get involved with, like that were just threatening nonsense against me. And like I don't blame him for having that. Although I know just saying that, like, there's like, it's hard to relate to unless you've been in that scenario. So I get it.
Sacramento or Rowan. This is a girl I dated for about 7 months.
Women being crazy doesn't make the sort of things alleged okay. You know, I totally agree. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree. I'm saying if he has proof that they're making stuff up in that folder, then that I think, like, I get that. And if it's a one-party consent state or whatever.
From May of 2025 until January 10th of 2026. 4 days later, she made her first post. Here, she alleges that I am a real freak and
Hey, man, Tom, if you're a real freak, just tell me now. I need to know.
Like to, quote, record sexual encounters without asking for consent. This is blatantly untrue. I have never recorded any sexual encounter without explicit consent. As a matter of fact, with Rowan, she was the one who initiated the idea of filming sex acts in the first place.
Okay, one check off the box. Okay, give me some proof. Box checked. Okay. He shows full screenshots of conversations. Okay, that's good. I doubt the blackmail folder even existed. Oh. Well, I assume there would be like recorded calls and shit in this video if that blackmail folder did actually exist. So we'll see.
Cameron, content cop items. There's a funny aspect here I want to give a shout out.
No, he doesn't.
Pause the video on any frame and Tom looks AI generated.
No, he doesn't. You're filling out a application right now? Dude, watch your language. Someone said, documenting stuff can show a lack of trust, but it's hard to blame anyone, especially when it eventually proves to be necessary. I totally agree. But like, I'll need a reason to, right? It's not like I do this with I've never done this with my any past relationship anytime recently. Like the girlfriend that you guys have seen in videos, like, yeah, I've never needed to document shit for her because like she's not fucking crazy.
On Tuesday, August 19th, after 3 months of knowing each other and being sexually active, Rowan texted me saying, "You should get those meta glasses when you crack me." I responded by saying, "For what?"
Oh god, is this gonna be the whole video? Just oh god, is it just gonna be like shit I don't want to know about Tom? I think so. Oh well. All right, we're gonna lock in, gentlemen.
And she answers again, cracking time, alluding to me filming her with the glasses onboard camera. Now, at the time,
bro, get those Ray-Ban Metas so I can see you fuck the shit out of my butt.
I did not feed into this. I did not show enthusiasm. I didn't even agree to get the glasses. I just responded and said, "Good night, sweet dreams." So 1 whole week goes by without us talking about it whatsoever. And then on August...
Okay, so MLG Pro, he did not call his folder blackmail. He called it just in case. Like, that was the name of the folder, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's calling it blackmail. But yeah, anyways.
Night, sweet dreams. So 1 whole week goes by without us talking about it whatsoever.
I won't admit it, but he probably
on
loves
August
this,
25th,
yeah.
Rowan texts me saying, "You should get those meta things for real." So I respond by saying, "I think I'm going to avoid filming
Get for being filthy rich.
Every time Turkey Tom pops us in, take a shot, dude. We would be inebriated.
anything involving sex for a while," showing that I am clearly not the person.
Do you guys want me to read super chats at the end? Or no? Or should we read them as they go? Because I don't know how, like, okay.
Interested
Because it's a breaking story.
filming our sexual encounters. She is. As you can see in the text, even when I say I don't want to film us having sex, she pushes the issue. Now, to be clear, we did eventually take videos of ourselves being intimate, but I was given explicit consent every single time. And on a few occasions, she even took the phone out of my hand and was holding it while filming us. To be clear, there was never a tripod or a hidden camera. It was always handheld, and in every single video...
Oh, brother. Yeah. So he's not R. Kellying it. He's not hiding the camera in the bushes or nothing. I didn't even think of that. He just fucking brought that up.
She was clearly aware of the camera, making eye contact with the camera lens. Also on September 8th, Rowan texts me, "I do miss it though," in regards to our sexual interactions. She follows it up by saying, "Send the videos." Keep in mind, these are videos that she claims in present...
Now, did he send the videos? Because I guess he probably didn't, because we probably see them by now.
day were taken without her consent. She then goes on to say, and I quote, "I will watch them and keep them close to my heart," clearly indicating she...
No, hold on. Enhance. Like you, my little Tom.
Clearly indicating she has no problem whatsoever with them existing. I'm an extremely paranoid person when it comes to my personal life and my sex life and my dating life. As a public figure, I just like to keep my private life private.
Good. Genius. Totally agree.
So I was very hesitant to send Rowan any sexual videos we had taken. However,
don't blame him.
However, I did send her one single still image from one of the videos where my face is obscured. I guess there was some lingering thought in the back of my mind that if her accounts were not locked down super well and if she had been hacked, then the videos could have been made public.
Yeah, I'm super afraid of like something like that happening. Like, and I don't blame him for that.
Now, there's an implication she makes a few different times that I'm basically blackmailing her with these videos.
Where? Oh, sorry.
Somebody asked if you had any intention of getting any sort of like law enforcement.
You just said, honestly, dropping an allegation debunked that is literally my dick too long and my balls too buttery is hilarious. Is that what does he say that? Base,
Involved,
bro.
but I feel like you answered this where you just want to try to compel him to delete whatever he has on you, and that's like like.
All of these cases, false or not, has scared me into 1. Making sure I don't mess a relationship up big time. 2. Don't stick penis in crazy.
Yeah, yes, true. I've stuck my dick in crazy and learned. Okay.
You just want to try to compel him to delete whatever he has on you, and that's like like the extent of your interest.
Yeah.
So she did. So okay, I feel like at this point we can safely say, not from this interview, but from the text he's shown, that the filming was consensual and she lied, right?
And if he doesn't, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about what to do, but we'll see.
At no point anywhere did Rowan provide any proof of me threatening to release these videos of us having sex or threatening to send them.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? Like, as a YouTuber, like, I'm going to threaten you with me banging you. I'm going to commit a crime. I'm going to commit the crime of revenge porn. Oh, I'm a YouTuber with over 1 million subs. I'm going to commit a crime of revenge porn just to get back at you because blackmail. That makes zero fucking sense. I didn't believe that for a second.
So she has no reason to believe that I would ever release them. The idea that I, a person who makes a living as a public figure, would publicly release videos of me fucking my ex-girlfriend to get back at her.
This was not pre-watched, I promise.
Is so insane. Not only would that incur reputational harm beyond belief, but also serious legal consequences. The only person who has ever sent an image of us having sex to anyone is, ironically, Rowan. Days after I broke up with her, she, without my consent, sent the only image she has of us having sex to the owner of Kiwi Farms. Here.
Why? Why would you send that fucking picture to crusty ass Josh Moon? Why would you fucking send the picture of you and your ex-boyfriend having sex? Why do you still have it, first of all, to Josh Moon?
Listen to him describe it.
Oh, and one other thing, I forgot about this, but you actually, Sacramento had sent me a picture that was like censored. Apparently the only picture that he would send you is one where his face isn't clearly visible in it. But you can, I can tell the desk, like his computer is moved onto the table, but I can still see like the monster is like on the cozy that's like on the table, like in the exact same position. So I can tell that's clearly his desk.
I guess I just find it ironic that someone who's accusing me of blackmailing her with her nudes literally sent a picture of us having sex to a man that she has never met. Now, Josh recounts seeing
the owner of fucking Kiwi Farms, notorious toxic website,
this image and talks about how hard it looks like I was grabbing Rowan on the mouth, essentially using it as evidence to support another claim she makes that I am too rough during sex, which I find very interesting because
too rough to an abusive extent is what she claimed, but I guess it's kind of, you know, apples and oranges. Hold on, it's so bright in this bitch. It is the coldest recorded day. It's one of the coldest recorded days in Orlando, Florida, and yet it's bright as hell in this room, and I'm trying to not look pasty.
After I sent Rowan this photo, she texted me saying, "I like when you cover my mouth like that." Again, she texted me asking me to send her the videos, and she says, "Yeah, whenever you're not locked in, send the videos. It will fix me for about a week. Goon sash." This is clear evidence that she has no problem with these videos existing. To this day, she has provided zero proof that the videos were recorded non-consensually, or that I was blackmailing her with them, or that I had any intention of sending them to anyone. Reason being, I never did any of those things. In Rowan's interview, she claims that I never asked for consent to film these sex acts, and says that she wouldn't notice I was filming until 30 seconds to 1 minute into it.
I'm not sure of an exact date, but
it's so cold in Florida where I'm sitting at. It's like at 20 degrees in Florida right now.
Maybe like 2 or 3 months into our relationship, he never asked me. He would just pull out his phone and record, and I wouldn't notice until maybe 30 seconds in a minute into it.
Now, I obviously can't and would never show these videos to anyone, but in them, It's undeniable that she is staring directly into the camera from the moment the video starts. She never once questions why I'm filming or what I'm doing, because the reality is that every single time we recorded, I had explicit permission. Ask yourself, how could she possibly have never consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick? In the interview, she says that what really...
In the picture? Was that in the screenshot? Hold on, I zoned out for a second.
Ask yourself, how could she possibly have never consented to filming? I had filming or what I'm doing, because the reality is that every single time we recorded, I had explicit permission. Ask yourself, how could she possibly have never consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick?
So Josh Moon is... If that's the picture that Josh Moon was sent, then Josh Moon is kind of like compromised in a way for lying about this shit, because or like he could have at least like called that out or questioned it if he didn't. Maybe I'm like way off base here and I'm totally missing the point. But if that's the pic that Josh Moon was sent where she's holding the phone camera.
In the interview, she says that what really concerns her is that I wouldn't send her any of the sexual videos we took.
I had asked him multiple times if he could please send me the videos, so like he's not the only one who has videos of me naked, and he either ignored the question or was just like, no.
As I said earlier, I was paranoid to send these videos to anyone, even her, for fear of them leaking. Weirdly, in messages at the time, she seems to actually get it, saying, I want to see them videos, goon time, before following up by saying that she actually understands why I'm scared to send them to her. Now we're going to fast forward to October 17th in our text, and Rowan's...
I'd like to see the full context, though, because this could have potentially been cropped a little bit. But... I'll take I think I extended a lot of grains of salt to the girls. I'll extend a grain of salt to Tom.
That's why I'm scared to send them to her. Now we're going to fast forward to October 17th in our text, and Rowan says, do you ever go back and watch our videos? And I reply, yes, I do sometimes, actually. Rowan...
This is definitely him, because this is exactly how he fucking talks. Why does he text like that to her too, bro?
Responds that she's thinking about that right now, and then says, quote, need that big white cock. It's also kind of strange to me that at the time she referred to them as our videos, but in the present she's claiming she doesn't even want them to exist. On November 6th, Rowan asked me why I never ask her for nudes. I say I have a bunch of videos already, and that's why. She does not express that she has a problem with me having the videos. She doesn't complain about it. She doesn't say they were taken without her consent. In fact, throughout the entire relationship, she was sending me nude photos of herself unsolicited every single month. Why would you send nude...
That's a crazy problem to have, Tom. This is a crazy problem to have.
Photos of yourself to someone you think could use them against you. Rowan personally posted dozens of screenshots of our texts, and not a single one shows her bringing up any of the videos being non-consensual. Another interesting fact is that during our breakup, she texted me a pros and cons list, which she apparently had written about me on January 4th of 2026. And in the cons section, she complains about a lot of things, but she doesn't mention non-consensual videos whatsoever. With that out of the way, we can move on to Rowan's claim that I was sexually abusive towards her.
I guess, should we analyze the text messages?
About me on...
What are in this pros and cons list? Pros and cons. Sweet sometimes, dates are nice, tries to make it work, funny, pays for meals, makes me feel secure, muscles. Cons. Chopped in the face and thinks we are matched in looks. Jesus Christ. That's a horrible thing to say to your girl or your boyfriend. Cheated on ex. Oh, he cheated on his ex. Damn, Tom. Follows his friends around like a dog. Seems depressed all the time. No surprises. Takes hours to respond. So dry and vague. Rarely complimented. Doesn't even have online bed. Not having vague game. Not bad with lustfully in front of me. Follows on Instagram OF girls even when I asked him to stop. No romance. Doesn't seem to want to support me at all in the future. Seems like he still feels some type of way towards his ex. Oh, he's upset with his ex? Yeah, shit happens, brother. Every time I bring up a valid concerns, he says, I'm nice to you, though, so stop complaining. Sent dick pics to a Belle Delphine copycat before. Okay? Sex is all about him. Ran through. Looks like Sam Hyde unironically. Looks up to Sam Hyde unironically. Says he likes hurting me during sex, even when I bleed. Seems kind of self-obsessed. Doesn't ever talk about us, just him. Doesn't seem to really care about my goals at all. Everything's about him. I do bare minimum, therefore you're not allowed to feel upset.
January 4th of 2026. And in the con section, she complains about a lot of things.
That's a lot of cons.
She doesn't mention...
That's a lot of complaining. I'm surprised I read all of that.
Consensual videos whatsoever. With that out of the way, we can move on to...
Notice how nothing there actually implies most of the abuse that she claims. Just like the one that he's too rough. But... I think we're going to get some context there.
Rowan's claim that I was sexually abusive towards her. In that same pros and cons list, Rowan wrote, says he likes hurting me during sex and making me bleed.
Yeah.
This also reflects her public claims about me, but the great irony is that I never even said this. She did. On September 14th, 2025...
Lolwy Mog, so true. I'm such a sick freak. I like it when hurt and bleed after. Something wrong.
Rowan sent me a text saying, quote, I'm such a freak. I like when it hurts and bleeds after. Something wrong. And
oh, man. He even said it like that.
One of her public-facing posts about me, she posts an interaction which reads as follows. She says, quote, like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day, or do it so hard I hurt and bleed. And I said, well, if you don't want to have as much sex, we don't gotta. We can do other things. And she says, okay, I like doing other things too. The way this screenshot is cropped, it comes across like I'm some, just super callous freak who's brutally jackhammering her vagina like Steve mining diamonds. But in the full uncropped screenshot, her immediate response to me after that is, I'm a freak. I say this, and as soon as her...
No, damn. I mean, obviously we still can, it's okay, but I feel like I get too lustful when I'm with you. Like, we don't need to do it 3 times in one day. Okay, so we read some of this last stream. Or do it so hard I hurt and bleed. Well, if you don't want to have sex as much, we don't gotta. We could do other things. Okay, I like doing other things too. For the record, you are just as lustful in this regard as I am. I am not alone. I'm a freak. The BWC addiction has taken a hold, it seems. But I also want to still be special in the future when we are more serious. I know it has. And then some dead roses. But yeah, I do consider sex with you special. I don't consider it fleeting or silly. I do too! I always miss it. I like kissing you just as much. I do too. I say this, then as soon as I see you, I'm gonna be freaky again. SMH, I can't resist. Are you just waiting in the airport? Oh, Jesus, dude.
Immediate response to me after that is, I'm a freak. I say this, and as soon as I see you, I'm going to be freaky again. I can't resist. In the interview, she elaborates on this even more, specifically claiming that she would bleed almost every time we had sex.
Okay, and you would bleed the same? And you didn't stop?
Yeah, I would bleed almost every time.
This is just blatantly untrue as well, and it's easy to see by going through our text messages.
That's a lot of... Yeah, I would hope not.
On August 17th of 2025, the day after my birthday, Rowan and I were planning to go to Mass, and she wanted to have sex with me. So she texted me saying, Tom, I started my period. I was driving, so I couldn't say much, but I replied,
I'm on my period. That sucks. It does look a little disinterested. It does. Oh, that sucks. I'm driving.
By saying, that sucks, I'm 40 minutes away. She follows up by
asking...
I
get it, he's driving, sure, but it just, without the context, it's kind of funny.
Me if I mind getting my sword bloody, and I say I'll be okay. So if it wasn't already clear, she's asking me if I'm okay with getting blood on my dick. Why would this be something she's even asking if every time we have sex, I'm making her bleed? Ooh. Keep in mind, this is months into us going out and being sexually active, and she's still worried that the idea of bleeding during sex would gross me out. Now, as soon as she began posting about me, people were naturally perplexed by her claim that she was bleeding from sex every single time. They asked if she had some kind of medical problem, and she says, I have no health issue that I know of, never bled during sex before. It was the aggression. Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this statement has already been dispelled, but even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false. On September 24th of 2025, Rowan texted me saying that she's going to switch from her current birth control, Nexplanon, to the pill because she has month-long periods that cause her to bleed. So regardless of sex, Rowan admittedly
That's a
bleeds for an
crazy
entire
cycle.
month at a time. One of Rowan's main criticisms is that I'm too rough. In fact, she describes our sexual interactions as intense, violent aggression every single time.
I genuinely did think that he would maybe change and stop.
In the words of Mr. Garrison from South Park, I don't trust anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die. Just joke.
So
I was joking. I was joking.
aggressive, because he told me before that he would like kind of chill out, but he never did chill out, and it kept being the same very intense, violent aggression every single time.
She also alleges that I hit, choked, and beat her without asking, essentially painting me as an abusive partner.
Unfortunately, I did still stay with him, and I know a lot of people seem to have a lot of questions about that, and honestly, you were completely correct to question my judgment as to why I stayed with him, even though he was, you know, hitting and choking and beating me.
There's this idea she's trying to paint that in the relationship, I was constantly pushing this rough, violative sex.
It doesn't prove that he wasn't making her bleed. Okay, sure, but it also is pretty clear here that clearly wasn't every time. She was obviously over exaggerating at the very least, and we also, I feel like are about to get counter evidence. Like I was trying to listen, but I read your chat. That she was fine with it, or maybe into it. And earlier she kind of acted like the text, like she was like, "Oh, I'm a little freak. You're too rough. That is freaky, but I like it." And then I'm gonna come over there and like it anyway. And blah, 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 blah. So, like, there's text over here. Hold on.
I've just realized that this is literally a side-switched version of the pyrocynical situation like 7 years ago. Shit's crazy, haha.
Yeah, that thought crossed my mind before I started stream.
Wants to me after that.
There he goes. SMH, I can't resist. I say this as soon as I see you, I'm gonna be freaky again. So it's like, it's just a bad point. It's a bad allegation, brother. Like, what do you want him to say? Like, literally, I'm getting one guide right now. There's literally text evidence that she is like, she expresses not fully liking it. He says, "Oh, okay, we don't have to do that." And then she says, "Actually, I think we're gonna kind of want it when I come over there." So it's like, clearly, she's into it, but also when she says, "Oh, I might not want this," he's completely fine with it. That implies a very strong consensual connection there, okay? This is not like he was doing shit without consent. That's the one thing. And the second thing, it's not like she wasn't also asking for it and they were not communicating about this. That's the point.
I told him I liked it, but I bled after almost.
Read between the lines. I'd rather understand verbatim. What the fuck is there to read between the lines about? You know, you're about to take a one-day vacation, retard. What do you mean read between the lines? Read the fucking text. What the fuck? What context do you fucking need? The context is there. Read it. Between the lines, de loca. Kiss my ass, retard.
Every single time. I feel like most of this statement has already been dispelled, but even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false. On September 20th,
fucking read all the ghosts in the room are telling me something different. The fuck is wrong? Where are you getting this from? You just farted out of your ass and you sniffed it? Oh, that's actually what happened. You fucking retard. God, you're gonna take a one-day vacation in a minute. Okay, yeah, I'll read the cherry pick text meant to manipulate me. This is more context than the fucking girl gave us. It adds to it. It's not cherry picked at all. You are drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, my guy. Jesus Christ. I've got to connect the dots, dude. Oh my God, there's a dot. I'm reaching. There's a dot up there. Fucking retard.
Just gave into it after a while and told him I liked it, but I bled after almost every single time. I feel like most of this statement has already been dispelled, but even the smallest detail of no medical condition that I know of is also false. On September 24th of 2025, Rowan texted me saying that she's going to switch from her current birth control, Nexplanon, to the pill.
Holy rage bait? Yeah, totally. No, I fell for that. W crash out though.
Because she has month-long periods that cause her to bleed. So regardless of sex, Rowan admittedly bleeds for an entire month at a time. One of Rowan's main criticisms is that I'm too rough. In fact, she describes our sexual interactions as intense, violent aggression every single time.
I genuinely
this is one of the check boxes.
think that he would maybe change and stop being so aggressive, because he told me before that he would like kind of chill out, but he never did chill out, and it kept being the same very intense, violent aggression every single time.
She also alleges that I hit, choked, and beat her without asking, essentially painting me as an abusive partner.
Unfortunately, I did still stay with him, and I know a lot of people seem to have a lot of questions about that, and honestly, you were completely correct to question my judgment as to why I stayed with him, even though he was, you know, hitting and choking and beating me.
There's this idea she's trying to paint that in the relationship, I was constantly
Do I multi-stream? No, but on the second channel, I might start multi-streaming to Twitch as well, and potentially Kick. We'll see. But yeah, regular streams are now on the second channel every week. So yeah.
Pushing this rough, violative sex onto her, and even though she didn't like it and was being abused, she stayed with me. I've seen some people question her, saying things like, well, if you hated it, why didn't you just leave? But realistically, sometimes people do stay with abusive partners, and I don't want to invalidate their stories through my response.
True.
The real reason that she didn't leave is because she loved having sex with me, and throughout our entire relationship was constantly begging me to validate her fantasies.
Brother, that was insane. She loved having sex with him! That was an insane... The real reason she didn't leave is because she loved having sex with me. Is an insane sentence, but I think hopefully there's a good corroboration because that's hilarious.
The reason that she didn't leave is because she loved having sex with me, and throughout our entire relationship was constantly begging me to validate her fantasies. In this first screenshot here, she expresses that she is a real freak and says that she fantasies. In this first...
Have you seen tomorrow's teachings? Yes, it's fire. I wish I was falling asleep with it. Seems kind of painful and awkward, but it could be epic. Oh, never mind then. Freak unmatched. Would we have sleep sex? Dream sex, perhaps? Nah, but I'm for real a freak. Like, I want to be kidnapped on some real shit. Yeah. What made you like to do that, do you think? Nothing. Maybe it was the strange carts. I don't know, man. I don't know if kidnap the right word.
Screenshot here, she expresses that she is a real freak and says that she wants me to kidnap her, even saying, I want to be tied up, taken to the woods, and pounded. So maybe there's something wrong with me. I respond by saying that we should not have sex in the woods, and she said...
just his nonchalant responses to like some of the insane king shit she's saying is great to me. I don't know.
So maybe there's something wrong with me. I respond by saying that we should not have sex in the woods, and she did to kidnap her, even saying, I want to be tied
up and taken to the woods.
Taken to the woods and pounded. So maybe there's something wrong with me. I respond by saying that we should not have sex in the woods, and
we shouldn't have sex in the woods. I don't think we should have sex in the woods, TBH, but in the privacy in the bedroom, that's fine. I get that. You nervous. Imagine how it would look if someone came across that. That's why you go like a mile in. But then I'm just in the woods. Yeah, I don't want to have sex in the woods.
She says, you nervous? Right here in this next one, Rowan said,
what the fuck? Is that the guy from Crudes? I yearn to be manhandled and led across a dark room. You're like a dungeon person?
CameronF305, well, he put out
She's craving that Turkish delight.
And he got more views than Ian's new video.
Manhandled and led across a dark room? That's why I like you, because you are big like a caveman. Oh, God. And I feel small next to you. I'm tapped into my natural instincts. I'm like the main character in the Crudes.
Says, I yearn to be manhandled and led across a dark room. That's why I like you. I reply saying, you are like a dungeon person. And she says, you are big like a caveman and I feel small next to you. In fact, anytime I wanted to have more loving, slow, you know, I guess sensual intercourse.
Okay, I need a cleanser. I need a cleanser real quick. Okay, pause real quick. Give me 5 seconds. I just want to put up a meme that's relevant. I put it up last stream. I need a quick cleanser before he talks about how he likes to have sensual sex with his girlfriend. You know, this is a guy I look up to that I've been friendly with, and that's just a lot for me to process. So just give me 1 second for a palate cleanser, if you don't mind.
Is it
cooking turkey time?
Reach in there and pull it out.
What is this?
It's turkey dick.
I guess sensual intercourse with Rowan in the bedroom. She actually had a problem with that.
Can we get some turkey dick spam in chat?
Small next to you. In fact, anytime I wanted to have more loving, slow, you know, I guess sensual intercourse with Rowan in the bedroom, she actually had a problem with that. I remember one specific instance where, you know, I was being more slow and sensual, and I remember her whispering in my ear saying, I want you to pound me. And that's probably why on June 5th, 2025, she texted me saying, I need to get face fucked for an hour. And I replied by saying, damn, exams suck. On June 7th, she texted me and says, I'm excited to get fucked borderline domestic violently. At one point in the interview, she states that one time.
Yeah. That box just got checked off. So he's not abusive is what I'm pretty convinced so far. Let me actually read the text. I was well, yeah, I'm hypnotized by that dick. You give good head. I miss it. Yeah, I need to get face fucked for an hour. Damn, exams suck. I'll probably get there like 6:30ish, a bit after. Oh, okay, so earlier, yay. Yeah. I'm leaving now. I think I'll get there at about 7. Okay, excited to get fucked borderline domestic violently. It is worth noting that Tom left a heart on that message.
At one point in the interview, she states that one time I was angry at my ex-girlfriend.
Have I lost weight? Nah, I'm just so skinny, motherfucker.
And that the next time we had sex, I was particularly aggressive. This is a very strange thing to accuse me of, given that on October 13th, Rowan says verbatim, sometimes I want to fight you just so you be more angry when you fuck me. She clarifies saying, I do like that though, even without the fighting. So at every opportunity, this girl is publicly saying, oh my god, look at all this horrible shit he did to me. And then she's texting me that she wants me to kidnap her, tie her up, and pound her in the woods. And if anyone is putting up any resistance to that, it's me. She once again lies about weird little things in the interview. Like she says that I was her second boyfriend.
He was I guess my second boyfriend.
And when I heard this, I was very confused because she told me that I was her third. In my opinion, she said this to make herself seem less sexually experienced than she really.
I am skinny. Look at my T-pose. Brother. I have twig arms. What are you talking about? I'm not a Chinese boy in the woods, okay?
I was her third. In my opinion, she said this to make herself seem less sexually experienced than she really is, to make the case stronger that I was taking advantage of her. Now, in this next post, she writes,
that's
again,
crazy,
I'm not alleging anything illegal, just that he would hit and choke because he was a super...
That's the thing. Okay, so she kept saying this when we were reading the threads, right? She kept saying, I'm not alleging anything illegal, and then would imply that she had a reason to go to the police, and then would imply that there was illegal stuff done, and then would say, but no, not alleging anything illegal. Like, it was just so infuriating.
Gooner. Sort of normalize it in my head, but it's definitely not okay to do that. So for information on how I
do want to start bulking in the gym.
Supposedly normalize this behavior, let's go back to the beginning of our relationship and see what our conversations about sex were like. On Wednesday, May 14th, after only hanging out with Rowan once, she texted me saying she's excited to hang out with me again, and she already knows my penis is massive.
And do you know what else is massive? You know what's crazy is that low taper fade is like...
God damn it.
Without me saying anything sexual to her at this point. So as you might suspect, we did have intercourse on our second date. And after this first sexual encounter, Rowan texts me saying, quote, rape thing is so hot. I never did that before. You should tie me up next time. My response to this is consensual sex is good.
Yes. I don't want to indulge too deep, but There's been a female in my life who tried to get me to try that kind of shit with her, and I was not into it. And I hella relate to this position that he is in right now.
She says, you know what I meant by that. I don't know what to call it. So from the very first interaction we have, she calls our
I have
sex...
time to learn his lesson. Yeah, about these types of females. I totally agree. Or just people, not even females, just people.
My response to this is consensual sex is good. And she says, you know what I meant by that. I don't know what to call it. So from the very first interaction we have, she calls our sex rape for some reason, saying how hot it is, to which I clarify that it was consensual, and she says, I know what you mean. And for the record, I never indulged in her fantasy to be tied up. Just not something I was interested in any way. And we also never did anything in the woods, in case you're curious about that.
I was actually a little curious about that. Thanks for clarifying, Turkey Tom.
To hammer this point home, let's go over some more texts where Rowan talks about sex. On Friday, May 16th, she texts me asking when I'm free and says that she needs my, quote, big odd dick. And I say, don't say ah.
Yeah, Tom, because of Tom's personality, probably saved him a whole lot, like, because he is so fucking dry. Saved him a lot of fucking, like, explaining and problems in this situation. Whether or not, like, he would have been innocent or guilty, it's not looking like he's guilty, to be honest, right now. Like, so far, 2 of 4 of my boxes have been checked of shit I want him to address.
And she says, it is, and I need it. On May 18th, Rowan says she's not used to being with someone with as big of a dick as mine. She says that it hurt her, but she wants to do it again, and she won't be a pussy about it. Some of her public claims about me are more desperate and weird than others.
To be fair, for people that always hated Tom and just wanted a reason for hating him and being quote-unquote right, this is a gold mine, but it really... but in all reality, it was just a false allegation. Yeah, that's kind of what I was calling out last time, is that this is just not... This didn't seem like the thing that people wanted it to be. And I'm feeling more and more vindicated as this video goes on and feeling the way I felt. But I do want more counter evidence. I really want to, like, look through it all. Tom really turned a response into bragging about being hung. Yeah, kind of. I was tired of hearing about this guy's cock and balls, bro.
A pussy about it. Some of her public claims about me are more desperate and weird than others. Like she complains that I didn't eat her out.
Like he never won.
Okay. All right, the eating out allegations. This is one I was looking for. This is the secret 5th box. If Tom's not an eater, if my boy does not eat pussy, I don't know if we could be. I don't know if I can keep this like this thing going, you know. I don't know if I can, you know, because this is important to Cameron, you know.
He ate me out, but he would demand that I would constantly suck his dick, and like, yeah.
But here is a text message of me directly telling her, look, I'm a selfish lover, and she says, it's
no! Turkey Tom doesn't eat pussy, what the fuck? Dude! Ah! What the hell, man? This is fucking crazy.
Okay, I like sucking dick more than getting eaten out.
So she didn't even give a shit. Why is she complaining? She literally just says she doesn't give a shit. I want to sit on that face so bad. I don't know if you're an eater, though. Not gonna lie, I'm not. I'm a selfish lover. Well, that's okay. Sorry. It's okay. I like sucking dick more than getting eaten out. I'm a real freak. Big win, not gonna lie. That's a big win.
Real freak. Despite her acting like I am a like sexual degenerate.
Come on, bro. Put the tongue in there. Just put a tongue in the coin slot for a little bit, bro. Come on. Make sure she's got a good pH, though. Okay?
Repeatedly doing sex acts she doesn't enjoy.
I'm sure Cameron can fix her. Yeah, probably. No! 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 I don't want that.
You match my freak.
Seriously, though. No, fuck this chick. She's awful.
Kind of. Not you're too freaky or we've been too freaky. She says that I match her freak. Here in this next one, she says, I'm getting on my knees as soon as I see you, by the way. Freak mode.
I'm fucking discombobulating, bro.
In this next one, I give a little bit of input. I tell her I'm thinking about her pussy. And she responds to me saying,
why? I don't I guess, I mean, yeah, context. Brother. Was thinking about the pussy just now. Are you still sick right now? You're just, I'm actually insane. You're just jealous. Was thinking about the pussy just now. LFMAO. I'm not still sick. I'll see you tomorrow, King. I will be addressed only as Pharaoh. I'm gonna tear. You gonna tear it up or what? That's the plan.
Tell her I'm thinking about her pussy, and she responds to me saying, "You gonna tear it up or what?" Now, my question for you in the audience would be,
Hi, I am Cameron.
Do people who are into slow, romantic, candlelit sex describe intercourse as their pussy getting torn up? I would say
no. No.
Probably not. Here in this next one, she says she's going to leave mass early on Sunday.
My mom wants me to go early mass with her tomorrow, so I'll just leave from there. Leaving mass to go get some dick. Should be awesome. You type like a fan fiction, and the message she was responding to was, haha, that's no sport I've ever heard of. I'm more into dworking type shit. It's funny, the ... is fire. It is, and the little face.
Sunday to go get some dick. And keep in mind, I don't want to reveal any of this information. Okay, I don't want to be saying this. I don't want to be here right now.
Okay, a little relation. I can relate to that.
And I would never intend on sexually shaming an ex-partner. But she's gone out of her way to not only shame me, but also to lie in an effort to paint me as some gooner, freak, borderline rapist. So let's keep going. Yeah. Here, Rowan makes a post saying that I am a Patrick Bateman gooner because I flexed in the mirror after we had sex. But the strange part about this is that I have a text of her saying, quote, I keep thinking about how hot it was watching myself take your big dick in the mirror. Gooner as fuck, sorry. Reading through what she says about me publicly, it's like every accusation she makes towards me is actually some kind of confession to her own behavior. On June
it is kind of looking that way, not gonna lie. Like, everything she has said about him, like being overtly sexual, always wanting sex, and always being too rough and all this stuff, seems like everything she requested of him and was asking for, that we can see in like the full context of these text messages. But this is definitely like unholy pause. Dude, I looked. Stop. I didn't look. I didn't notice.
25th, she texts me wondering if she can give me head after getting her wisdom teeth taken out.
Context. Hold on. Context wagon. The image is AI generated of me and my friend into men. Her boy version mogged me. Do you think I'll be able to give head after I get my wisdom teeth out or nah? Not for a week or two, which is fine. But yeah, it will hurt in a serious way. You won't even be able to open your mouth for a while. No. I do it as much as possible before. When is the wisdom teeth what does the wisdom tooth mean happen? July 17th, I think. Plenty of time. Sophia's going to be staying with me still. I'm going to make her ass take care of me. Tom with the heart. She's not really that crazy. I think I overhyped the craziness when explaining the situation. Okay.
She obviously wouldn't be able to do that because it causes your face to swell up like a blimp. And she responds with, no, I got to do it as much as possible before. Here, Rowan's asking me, am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? On July 2nd, she says,
no, what did you respond to that with? Turkish Thomas. You indulged. Don't lie to me.
Rowan's asking me, am I the tightest, most perfect girl you ever fucked? On July 2nd, she says, I miss that big dick so much. I'm under spells. On July 5th, I bring up us wearing condoms. And Rowan says, ew, no, and then tells me that she wants me to cream pie her and that she's a real freak. After I say happy birthday, sweetie, for her 21st, she says that all she wants for her birthday is my big white cock. In this next...
No! No! Lord almighty.
Next one, she texts me saying, I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half, not gonna lie. And this next one, she says, I like when you make me choke on it and call me a good girl. On July 23rd, she says, can I come over and suck on it Friday night? Which I don't accept. I tell her that I'm...
Hold on, I can't not address that.
For her 21st, she says that all she wants for her birthday is my big white... And this next one, she texts me saying, I miss feeling like I'm going to break in half, not gonna lie. And this
clearly he's packing something down there, brother.
This next one, she says, I like when you make me choke on it.
The most definitive thing proven in the Turkey Tom allegations is that he just has a giant dick. which I could have gone without knowing, to be clear.
And call me a good girl. On July 23rd, she says, can I come over and suck on it Friday night? Which I don't accept. I tell her that I'm busy. She then says,
dude, El Gooner,
I have the big white cock addiction. In her
I'm sorry for pausing so much. This is just a lot for me to process, okay?
Interestingly enough, in this next one, she's asking me if I can,
we are halfway through.
I can have sex with her while holding her in the air, essentially, and tells me that I should try to do it. Once again, a pretty bizarre thing to ask.
And I got accused of glazing turkey Tom. This bitch over here like, I need big white cock. Like, brother.
Someone to do who allegedly has been abusing you for 3 months by now with overly rough sex. On July 21st, she starts off by texting me, I hate gooner men, and then not even 1 minute later, she says, I need that big white cock. On August 23rd, she says, whenever I wake up without my morning Tom face fuck, I am sad. On September...
Yeah, this video is telling me I'm just not glazing Tom hard enough.
14-page, meticulously argued document.
Tom needs to be cancelled just for making me sit through these texts.
Hey, it wasn't his fault, man. He didn't. It's like, he didn't ask for this.
Third, she says,
if it's true that he is, I would like to, I kind of want him to touch on if he's actually like just into BPD chicks, because if that is the case, then maybe he did kind of set himself up for this a little bit. But again, that's kind of like, I don't know. You shouldn't have to worry about this kind of shit happening, but unfortunately, it's kind of like a thing.
Whenever I wake up without my morning Tom face fuck, I am...
That Return Half-Baked episode is going to go hard. I think Nick said he was canceling it, like yesterday or something, which I think is a silly decision if it's over this, but... I mean, it's his choice.
Sad. On September 2nd, she expresses that she wished she lived closer to me, but if she did, it would be an issue because she would want to come suck my dick all the time. On September...
No, that's not what she said. She says, that's true, but a little closer wouldn't hurt. At least we are like medium distance and not long distant. If I was in your town, I would want to come over. I would come over and work on you all the time. Same, believe me. Oh, I didn't know he was like that, Tom. Yeah, it'd be an issue because I would want to come and suck your dick all the time. Good morning, Tom. First test today.
But if she did, it would be an issue because she would want to come suck my dick all the time. On September 17th, she sends me an Instagram reel of someone praying the rosary. I don't respond, and she follows up by saying, I miss that dick so much. Here in this next photo, she sends me a picture of her in lingerie.
Brother, the caption. The fucking caption. I'm not reading this one.
With the caption, when it's rape time.
I can't believe his ex would say this about him. I know, it's crazy. Usually exes love their previous partners so much. True.
Time. And after she said that, all I did was respond with a photo of the movie Just Friends. On Thursday, September 25th at 7:30 a.m., Rowan says, I hope you come. I got something special for our rape times.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. Dude, this is insane. This is actually insane, dude. This is actually insane way to fucking... And she accused him of non-consensual shit. Reminder. This is actually infuriating me.
I am. Rowan with a photo of the movie Just Friends. On Thursday, September 25th at 7:30 a.m., Rowan says, I hope you come. I got something special for our rape times. I say, change that to consensual sexual encounters, and she says, I know. She expands on this particular message and says, are you mad at me? I know it's consensual. So even as we're approaching over 4 months of being...
Someone said, hey, it's rape tone in chat. Brother, I did see Tectone's response, or I see that he responded yesterday. I have to watch it, which we'll do next week. I don't know. From what I've seen, it's just, it's so convoluted with a bunch of fucking retarded he said, she said, and I need to look into it. But the court documents are all over the place, and it's a lot of reading, and I was sick. So
this dude, CameronF305, well, he put out his content deputy, and he got more views than Ian's new video.
But Mr. Cameron, you have to read in between the lines. LMAO.
He never addresses any court in the video. We probably can't, to be fair. But we'll see. I'll have to look into it, to be clear. I said this to the Chaos channel, and obviously I wanted to make it clear that I had a bias because me and Tectone are clearly friendly. But I'm going to look into it and try to be as impartial as possible. But from what I've just seen a lot of he said, she says. And I also don't trust a word Mizkif says. And that guy has a lot more credible shit against him. I just need to look into it. Okay? Okay. I will say this. Tectone, I know you're still watching. Fucking dumb to stream about it when I didn't realize you were in court when you were talking about the allegations. Very dumb to tweet and stream about it. Very dumb. Because that probably caused you to lose this fucking case in the first place if you are completely innocent. Don't believe your eyes, believe real journalism? Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, with Tectone's situation, I'll look into it. If I find that there's like something bad and he actually did do something horrible, then obviously I can't support that. But I haven't seen that so far, but mainly because I haven't even fucking had the chance to fully look into it. Okay? People I trust have said you're chill, but I still want to look into it for myself. We'll see, because I know it's a very heated topic right now, but I'll look into it. Actually, I need context. Y'all distracted me.
Now that I've gone through a lot of our messages, I think it's pertinent that we get into the month of October. This is the month that Rowan has publicly claimed that there was one specific incident that occurred during which she asked me to stop having sex with her, and I did not. To be perfectly clear, this never happened. But just to have some fun, we can go through our texts day by day in this month to see which day this horrific incident could have possibly occurred. On October 2nd, she texted me saying, "You are perfect." On October 3rd and 4th, we hung out. She asked me if I got home okay, and she says that I am her formal date in her heart. She then says that she hates when anyone comments on her body, even in a positive way, and I tell her that she should eat slop and go for a walk and not worry about it, and that she is beautiful. On October 8th, she continues being sexual, complimenting my arm. She then resends me a meme that says, "Me if I do not have violent sex very soon." On October 8th, she also says,
dude, WR, man.
"I miss my handsome husband." Here, I tell her I landed in Texas. She says, "I miss sucking on it." She then texts me saying, "You got to start putting rape time in your reminders." On
That's so bad, man.
October 9th, she says that she wants to hang out. I say I arrived. On October 10th, she says, "Let me know when you get back safe. I always have such a fun time with you." On October 14th, she says she wishes she was waking up to me in the morning. And she then expresses sadness that I'm not moving closer to the city where she's from to live near her.
Bro, I was telling the actual victim this bitch is crazy. I don't know, man. But this is fucking insane. This is insane, man. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy, brother. Like I've always said, innocent until proven guilty. I need proof.
She then states that her life has improved since meeting me because
And this is why I wait for proof. This is why I wait for proof. Don't stick your dick in crazy as well. That is a huge, important thing.
She was partying and going out, and now she spends time with me. On October 15th, she says, "I started my period. I wish I could come suck on it." And that evening, she says, "I would kill myself if I had to talk to any other man but you." I say, "That's true. I'm a nice guy." And she says, "Yeah, I'm the bad guy." On October 17th, we've already read this, but this is once again where she says, "Do you ever go back and watch our videos?" And I say, "Yeah, I do sometimes actually." And she responds to me that she's thinking about that right now and says, quote, "Need that
content cop items." There's a funny
I'm not
aspect
reading
here
this
when you shut up.
donation. I'm not reading this donation.
big white cock. In the mirror, you deadass look like the Hulk compared to me." Now, one thing to note here is that at no...
Can y'all stop talking about Tom's fucking hair? I understand. You don't like his fucking Lego man haircut. I don't care. All right? I'm trying to work on the substance of the video.
point does she express that the videos were taken without her consent? Once again, I just want to...
I'm a coward. You're a coward.
I just want to have that hammered down here. On October 19th, she texted me saying she needs my milk
What in the goddamn... He's sending her.
And without her consent. Once again, I just want to have that hammered down here. On October 19th, she
need your milk right now. Hashtag type shit. Have fun at the gym. Sends a song. This shit is so fire. LMAO. I like it. Husband. I will see my perfect Jack boyfriend in a few days.
Text me saying she needs my milk right now. She then says I miss my perfect jacked boyfriend, and that night she sends me nudes. At 10 p.m., she sends me a photo of a guy with a clock in his...
It's the fucking Fortnite doing the funny. Okay, W funny message from girl.
Hand and says, I need that dick. On October 21st, I sent her a bicep photo. She responds saying...
And you decided to also include it in the video. I see what you did, Tom. You're a little shameless. Fucks with it. Yat, did you go to the gym? No, today's day off, but I haven't eaten anything, so that's why I look less fat. Bro is anorexic. You look good, Tom. I can't wait to suck your dick. Soon. I'm so excited to see you, handsome. Is the video okay? Video is almost done. Had to fix some other things. Still got to do some other stuff, but it's... okay.
You look good, Tom. I can't wait to suck your dick. She says, I love you. You're a great boyfriend. She then says, you never officially asked me to be your girlfriend, to which I say that we did. On October 23rd, there's proof we hung out that day. She then says, text me when you get home safe, and I say, I made it. She also texted me saying, I love when my bed smells like your musk.
Brother.
On October 24th, she says, good night, you're the best boyfriend ever. October 25th, she sends me a photo of herself in a deer outfit and says, meow, I miss Tom's big white dick. That night,
meow?
She says, I'm going to send you ass pics tomorrow. On October 26th, we've read this one.
Whoa, that was a hard cut.
Big white dick. That night, she says, I'm going to send you ass pics tomorrow. On October 26th, we've read this one before, but here she says,
bro.
That night, she says, I'm going to send you ass pics tomorrow.
For real, Tom? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
October 26th, we've read this one before, but here she says, next time during our epic rape time, you can tie me up. I say,
why does she keep calling it that when he obviously said he was not into that?
You mean consensual sex? And
yeah, he keeps saying it, dude.
During our epic rape time, you can tie me up. I say, you mean...
Do not text me epic rape time. It's consensual sex time. I'm also excited to wear our costumes!
In consensual sex, and she follows it up by saying, you know what I mean, Tom, rough sex. Once again, these are really weird messages to be sending to someone that you now claim is sexually abusing you on a weekly basis. Now that evening, the evening of October 26th, we can see that I hang out at Rowan's house and I sleep over. Then there's a text that shows that I'm leaving and mentioned that I took my friend to the hospital. On October 27th, she says that she hopes I'm doing well.
Who did he take to the hospital?
She loves me so much. On October 30th, she says that we'll be married in 2 years. October 31st at...
You thought it was epic meal time, not epic R-word time?
12:30 in the morning, she texts me and says, I had a nightmare you broke up with me. Oh my God. She then says that I should cut a hole in my Batman suit for my dick. On October 31st in the afternoon, she says, oh Tom, I yearn for the big white cock. On November...
I'm so done, man. Give me 2 seconds. Look, I spilled water on my shirt. I'm dying over here. I'm dying over here. I know Tom had to respond and shit. It's just so uncomfortable. Also, Tom, charge your damn phone, dude. Charge your phone.
November 1st at 1:20 a.m., she says, up? No good night? I love you? Yeah, it's fucking over. I tell her that I'm falling asleep, and she says...
he said, what? Why you tweaking? Hello, is you up? I'm falling asleep. I'm not tweaking. No, good night is crazy. You was madly in love with her and not me. I'm gonna kill myself. Good night, Rowan. See you tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. This bitch is crazy, dude.
You was madly in love with her and not me. I'm gonna kill myself. I tell her, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And I then say, do not say anything like that ever again. Now, for a little more... Tell her, good night.
Not say anything like that ever again. Oh, is that in response to the KMS? Hope you had a fun day. Love you. Bye-bye. Well, it sure sounded like that. Good night. Don't say anything like that ever again. I'm so scared. Why?
Night. I'll see you tomorrow. And I then say, do not say anything like that ever again. Now, for a little more context on this specific message and what she's talking about here. During our entire relationship, she was extremely insecure about the fact that before I was with her, I had lived with a girl. And she wanted me to basically show more commitment in the relationship than I was willing to show, as far as like moving physically closer to her. And at a few points, she suggested that we move in together, and I said, you know, it's just too soon. We're not really ready for that. I don't think that makes sense after dating for just a few months to move in together. So that's the context of this. She would constantly bring up shit and compare herself to my ex or ex-sexual partners in general, but my ex-girlfriend. And I was like, don't say stuff like that. Like, I'm dating you right now. Stop worrying about this. So later on in the night, she texts me saying, mass is needed. I am such a sweet girl and have love in my heart for you. I know this. And this carries into the morning where she said,
wait, whoa. Ignore that. Ignore the fact that it's not real. It's not a real square. She says, I'm not a loser, GF, my bad. Had fun though, but some fellows were preaching the gospel outside the club and it made me sad. Mass is needed. I'm such a sweet girl and have love in my heart for you. I know this.
Cameron, content cop items. There's a funny aspect here I want to give a shout out.
I'm gonna KMSS if you don't respond to me, Cammy Poo 3.
Good morning. I am okay. So I am sober because last night was not good. That is good. And good morning. Hi, my sweet love, Batman. I started crying at the club. What time do you want to link?
Says, hi, my sweet love. The next day around noon, she says, sorry for being kind of bitchy. Let me know when you're on your way. I say that I have arrived. We take a photo.
I didn't trip over it. I fucking, the Batman fucking took me off guard. I'm not tripping over it. It's just that I think she was low-key like grandstanding over him using the same word.
In her Halloween outfits, and on November 2nd, I say that I made it home, and she says that she hopes that I have a good day. So we've now made it through the entire month of October, and there's no indication of any kind of abuse, any kind of mistreatment, or even really anything negative. But almost every single day, she says something about how she loves me, how I'm perfect, how everything is good, and she keeps sending me sexual stuff the entire time without me even asking. At the risk of belaboring the point, I do want to go through a few more messages just for the hell of it, just so
I think the point's a little clear, man.
Fucking confidently show that she was extremely sexual the entire time and never expressed any reservations about the sex we were having. On Wednesday,
I believe you. I like at this point I really believe him. Okay, like I know at first I was like, well, you never know. Like this could be out. There's so much what lines now do I have to read between? I'm still pissed at that chatter earlier.
Wednesday, November 5th, out of nowhere, she texts me saying, I'm trying to make you nut. I just don't respond. On December 12th, she sends me nudes again. Kind of a weird thing to send to someone who apparently has sexual blackmail on you again, is it not?
Where?
On December 24th, she says that I am a sweetie pie. She's grateful for me. She wants to make me nut again, in her words, and she hopes we're married for a long time. On January 2nd, she sends me a naked photo of herself again, unprompted. And the morning of January 8th, Rowan texts me saying that before she comes to visit me, she needs to know that my dick is working. Less than 36 hours later, I broke up with her. So as you can see, the texts don't lie.
Wait, 30. Okay, these are. Brother is crazy. Before I come visit you in a few days, I need to know everything is working. I also won't be interacting with your friend because it's supposed to just be us when I take time to come visit my friend. Yes. I'm afraid you referred to Brandon. I don't care if you hang out with him, but like just us when I come, please.
Working.
So she was being like clingy and didn't want Tom to hang out with Brandon. That's weird. Okay, I have to piss real quick, so I'll be right back.
Less than 30
Cameron, do you think it's crazy or it was just an attempt to get dirt or create some dirt on Tom? I think she's actually just crazy.
6 hours later,
although I don't know, because she did screenshot that Tinder message.
Broke up with her.
And claimed to never know about him, so could have been.
As you can
Which I definitely think is a lie. She definitely knew who he was. Why else would you screenshot it? Maybe to send it to the girlies? I don't know. I really have a hard time believing she didn't know who Tom was.
Texts don't lie. Rowan was blatantly the more sexual one in the relationship.
My mic is not muted. You were just schizophrenic.
I've produced evidence of this nearly every single week, and she didn't produce any because there isn't any. But apart from the idea that I filmed her without her consent, and apart from the idea that I was a sexually abusive partner, she actually made some other claims as well. So another claim she made is that I encouraged her eating disorder.
Yeah, I told him very early on, like, hey, like, I've struggled with eating issues in the past, and I'm kind of still trying to gain some weight and make sure everything's okay. And he would tell me, oh, I love how skinny you are. I like how small you are, you know, like, I love how your body is like skinny, and like just say all this stuff that was incredibly hard to hear.
This is also a pretty serious claim, and if true, would undoubtedly make me a pretty...
No, it's not! No, okay, hold on.
Come on, your mic is muted.
No, it's not! Okay, it wasn't, you fucking liars! It fucking wasn't! I just got debated, bro.
Fucked up guy. But it's just not true. Here, I directly discourage her eating...
Your mics are muted. I need to gain weight because my doctor said I am underweight again, and it kind of sucks. I just don't know how to go about it because I've been underweight my entire life. Probably just eating a lot of food and feeling fuller than you want to, but that's the game. Yeah, it sucks because I want to look like a Barbie, but it's not healthy to starve, Max. True, it's not very... True, it's not. It's very bad for you, so don't. If you eat well and exercise, you'll be toned anyway, so it won't really matter if that you put on some weight. Yeah, you're right. You're very skinny right now, so you'll have very good progress right away if you work out. That's true. I missed that time. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I should start lifting or whatever. I just like to run and stuff. Yeah, I miss when I was super duper skinny and had no muscles, and they just got right on, and I felt so strong. And then it got hard.
Eating disorder.
It slowed down.
Even giving her advice on gaining weight. And I say starving yourself is very bad for you. And this
did I watch Iron Lung yet? I did. I liked it.
next screenshot, she says she used to be thick, but she self-nuked. I say you look the same, more or less. I guess you lost some weight, but I think both are attractive. This next one, she says that she feels skinny fat. I say I don't agree, and I say that working out is good. And this next
We've all had these conversations.
next one, she sends me an image that says nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, and I say that's a sickening image.
That is a sickening image.
Now, for those who don't know, this is like it's like a pro anorexia slogan, I guess you would call it. Here in this next screenshot, she asked me if I'd still like her if she gained weight, and I say yes. Here in this next one, I tell her explicitly she should eat more food and drink.
She's only 104 pounds? Jesus Christ.
Protein shakes to gain weight, and I also tell her that gaining weight would be healthy for her, as well as saying, I just want you to be healthy. Here in this next one, I tell her that I find her sexy how she is, but that it could be healthy for her to gain 5 to 10 pounds. So this is now 7 instances of me actively discouraging her eating disorder, despite her lying and saying that I was egging it on. Now, one of the other allegations that Rowan has levied towards me is that I'm into age play. She's not alleged.
Okay, third box, or is this the fourth box? I forgot. Just so many boxes have been checked.
That I did it with her. She's alleging that I did it with another girl named Ellie, who I briefly.
This is the Belle Delphine chick.
Talked to 2 years ago. Now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these allegations.
Yeah, I think that's the case, because he like, I remember there being messages where he said it was disgusting or whatever. The text with Ellie says, I mean, I don't really want to post it on my story, but I don't feel like coming back to social media right now. But you've never done age play, lol. You don't have to post yourself or whatever. It's fine. I'm sorry you're going through this whole thing. But Pert, if you can get people to leave me like the fuck alone, we barely dated. I'm going to try my best to minimize you even being talked about. Yeah. Okay.
And she clearly states that I've never done age play. An ex-girlfriend of mine named Kai, who I dated for 3 years, also.
Okay, yeah. We remember this. This is one of the girls that I talked about at the beginning.
Also publicly posted on Twitter saying that I never abused her and that we never did anything related to age play. So this brings the total counter up to 5 people: Rowan, Katie, Ellie, Kai, and another.
I read the whole document, and basically she says like all of the allegations never happened to her, and she doesn't believe them, and that it's incredibly personal and stuff.
Random girl I banged a year ago. Named Maddie.
This is the other girl that they just kept catfighting on
For some
forums.
reason came out in the midst of all of this to post pictures of herself in my house. And all of these people say that I never was into this fetish with them. Yeah. The closest thing I've ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do
not
call
muted.
me daddy during sex.
It's not muted. You're fucking with me. Stop fucking with me!
So it's a little embarrassing given that I am me. I accept that girls do call me daddy during sex.
Wait, what?
Is that this fetish with them? The closest thing I've ever engaged in when it comes to age play is that sometimes girls do call me daddy during sex.
Okay. Oh shit, dude! What? What? Are you serious? The daddy allegations were true? Fuck! Dude, I can't defend him now. Dude, I didn't know the daddy allegations were true. What the fuck? Shit! Damn it! Dude, I didn't know he was a pedophile. The daddy allegations are true? To be clear, I'm joking if you didn't realize. Yeah, okay, everyone. That happens a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I've been called daddy. Yeah. Okay. It's very common, actually.
It's a little embarrassing given that I am me. I accept that it's something people are going to see as a little bit strange. All I can really do at this point.
Oh, he's 2 years older than her. Oh my god, I can't believe it, dude. Holy shit.
Is accept that it's something that I've done, and I think that Rowan should accept it about herself too, given that she also called me daddy during sex and over text repeatedly. In the same vein as this accusation, Rowan stated,
she said, "Good morning, daddy."
One more thing to add I thought was odd. Never really expressed any interest in Hello Kitty or that type of e-girl stuff, but I had like one Hello Kitty figure in my car. As a gift, Tom bought me Hello Kitty pajamas and a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff. So Rowan essentially wants you to believe that I'm pushing Hello Kitty on
This is a bit more of a slam dunk than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie.
her, as if I have some kind of weird fascination with it. But the truth is that I am a 23-year-old man, and I don't give a fuck about Hello Kitty, okay? The only reason I bought her anything Hello Kitty themed at all, which was once, by the way, was because she frequently expressed interest in it. Here she is sending me
content cop items. There's a funny aspect here I want to give a shout out.
The lesson Tom is teaching is stay far away from the girls that have BPD.
True.
A photo with
You're not fixing her is the answer. You're not fixing her.
the Hello Kitty figurine next to her printer. Here she is sending me a photo with a hand-drawn and colored Hello Kitty image on her wall. Yeah, she made these herself. Here, in regards to her decorating my room, she says, "No Hello Kitty?" with a frowny face, and I say, "Correct." And something interesting about these texts is that she shows that she has a poster of the movie Lolita on her wall.
What the hell?
I wonder what the movie Lolita could possibly be about. This film is about a middle-aged professor who is sexually attracted to adolescent girls he calls nymphettes. He rents a room in the house of a young widow to get closer to her 14-year-old daughter, Dolores Hayes Lowe, whom he calls Lolita. Obsessed with the girl, he eventually gains control over her after he takes her cross-country with him. Rowan even says that I should watch this movie, to which I reply that I feel like it's a movie adult men aren't supposed to see. In this next screenshot...
What? Okay, you should watch Lolita, but you might be put on a list. I feel like it's one of those movies that adult men aren't supposed to see, the name alone. Yeah, it's for the girls. I really like Black Swan, if you've seen that one. Is that where she looks at the mirror and says whore? Yes.
Movie, to which I reply that I feel like it's a movie adult men aren't supposed to see.
Good intuition there, Tom.
In this next screenshot, Rowan asks me, if I start dressing like a weird Hello Kitty e-girl, would you still fuck with me? And I replied, no, I don't want you to do that. I find it kind of repulsive. Here, Rowan is texting me upset that she has to take down all of the Hello Kitties from her dorm room. And this next one is probably the straight.
And he says, and he responds with, I think this is important. The world is healing.
Upset that she has to take down all of the Hello Kitties from her dorm room. And this next one is probably the strangest reference to Hello Kitty out of all of them. Here, she's sending me a video that says, get you a man that takes you to the Hello Kitty hotel. And under it, she writes, imagine the rape
I won't
here.
imagine.
And I say, I will not imagine. Now, with some of the more insane
This is dry response to the insane shit she says is so good. It's so funny to me. I don't know. But this is crazy.
And lies out of the way. I'd like to get into some strange details that Rowan also decided to lie about for whatever reason she may have. One thing that a lot of people pointed out that's strange is that Rowan had taken a photo of us matching on Tinder.
Yes. I pointed this out. Dude, Crash Out Clancy. Let's go. Yeah. I thought this was extremely strange as well. I pointed this out in my stream.
Before we met in person.
Yeah, I took a picture of the match because I could kind of tell there was like something weird about this guy. Like
I thought you said it was like to be safe and send it to your friends in the Kiwi thread.
Know if he was famous or whatever. And also I did that to other people as well on Tinder.
This
just like everybody he matched with.
Well, he put out his content deputy and he got more views than Ian's new video.
Your kind will never enter the King of Heaven.
Like gossip with like girlfriends?
Yeah, like a couple of them. But yeah, he seemed like kind of weird. So
why is Noel engaging and trying to like lead her to a smarter answer? Like,
yeah, I took pictures of our match.
She's also stated repeatedly that she's not a very online person multiple times throughout her testimony. But the wild thing about this is Rowan had sent me a message on my YouTube connected Instagram all the way back on February 21st of 2024.
Boys, gentlemen, CameronF305 was right. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Right. I was right. I knew it. I knew something smelled fishy, and I knew it wasn't just her. Never mind.
15 months before matching me on Tinder, where she said,
"Dude, he just cooked that turkey. He cooked that turkey like no one's business, brother."
Have to do a video on this crazy guy on Twitter who only has like 3,000 followers, but this man is a menace. I even confronted her about this when we first hung out because I found it very strange that she lied to my face when she first met me and said she didn't know who I was. I said, hey, I looked at our messages on Instagram and saw you DM me over a year ago.
Oops, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't want to tell you, but I watched one of your vids a while ago. I thought you were cute and thought it would be awkward. I thought she said he looked creepy to Noel, huh? Brother, that's okay. I was just surprised. I know I probably look crazy a little bit. I mean, it's okay. I just wish you would have told me, that's all. I didn't want to because I thought it would be weird. I'm sorry. I kind of lied about some stuff. I was like a niche internet micro celebrity on Twitter for a while, but I'm too chronically online. I didn't want to admit it, lol. I've gotten better about it. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not malding or anything. I was just like,
Rowan said, oops. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like the exact opposite of what she claimed on Kiwi Farms. This is actually huge.
I didn't want to tell you, but I watched one of your vids a while ago and thought you were cute, but I thought it would be awkward. I responded, that's okay, I was just surprised. She replied, I know I probably look crazy. I said, I mean a little bit, it's okay. I just wish you told me, that's all. She answered, I didn't—
Huge red flag, by the way, Tom. That red flag was waving right in your face, to be clear. Okay? A little criticism from yours truly, although I can't really talk. I made a mistake. I made a similar mistake, okay? I made a similar mistake. I get it.
Cameron, content cop items. There's a funny aspect here. I want to give a shout out.
Can a fella get a quick summary? I'm too employed to rewatch 2 hours of drama. Frown.
Someone in chat will give it to you.
Want to because I thought it would be weird. I'm sorry. Kind of lied about some stuff.
Niche, bitch. Fuck you.
I was like a niche internet micro celebrity on Twitter for a little bit too. I'm chronically online.
Thanks for the 15 shekels, Shalom. Yeah, basically Tom is debunking allegations and he's actually doing pretty well.
I didn't want to admit it, lol. I've gotten better about it. Once again,
that's the summary, okay? He's doing good.
And this is just another detail that it doesn't even make sense to publicly lie about, but it's just—
Didn't we all make that mistake one time? Sure, but most people, most dumb shit you do at 19 years old with a red flag girl does not get posted for everyone to see, and that it has people making shit up about you. But, you know, can't win them all.
One of those things that makes me question her intentions throughout the entire relationship looking back. Publicly, she's also misrepresented the end of our relationship. In the interview, it stated that our breakup took place in December and that after that—
Thank you for the shekels, by the way. Appreciate.
She realized how bad it was and she felt the need to contact Katie, who we're gonna get into later.
Oh yeah, that girl was fucking weird. That girl was fucking annoying. That girl was a giant red flag from the way she typed, to the shit she said, to her allegations barely having any substance. This chick was a walking red flag. The only thing she had was that picture of the bruise.
Is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on you. We broke up on January 10th of this—
I thought it was January 6th. I thought this day had a new meaning. Are you okay? I'm alright, just getting work done. Okay, I told you a couple things, question mark.
This year, 2026, and she began posting about—
Katie's weirder than Rowan, yes.
Me on January 14th, literally days later. She says the breakup was kind of mutual, an idea that is just bitterly ironic because that's not the case. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online. And
that's why you have a fucking folder! I feel so vindicated. So fuck y'all for saying I was weird, for saying the just in case folder ain't that weird. I don't blame them. Fuck you. I was fucking right. Right again. Goddamn. Give me my goddamn music. Fuck you. Yo, W just in case folder. W for the boys in chat.
This is blatantly untrue. We broke up on January 10th of this year, 2026, and she began posting about me on January 14th, literally—
Show us your text documents.
Days later.
I did that bit yesterday, or 2 days ago, when covering covering Lakari.
He says the breakup was kind of mutual, an idea that is just bitterly ironic because that's not the case. Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her.
My notepads are just like daily reminders and shit for work I need to get done. Nothing too interesting.
Again.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Definitely no goon material. Bro, did I call it again? That he would call, that he would record, that he should probably record calls if she's verbally blackmailing him? Oh, if this is that, then I fucking feel so vindicated. Anybody who said I was weird for not blaming him can go fuck themselves with the biggest, blackest dildo. Or any color for that matter.
Online and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again.
I don't know what you want me.
Exactly what you get for being filthy rich.
So she is projecting onto him? Sounds like some Turkish guy on the internet you talked about. Smile.
True!
To say to you, I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your
it is
corner.
A call.
You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just break. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Winning. Oh my god. Yep. Oh my god. This is actually giving me PTSD. This is like verbatim.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
That was the most uncomfortable laugh.
You're a piece of shit.
Why?
Why? Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
Don't stick your dick in Piker.
Our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Okay.
He talks about just as... Is he chewing gum?
You don't give a fuck. You're
not fixing her.
You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life.
This is poor fuck.
And you'll move on and have your life.
This poor bastard.
And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
Yeah.
I just want to see you again, though.
Oh, but I thought he was a piece of shit horrible. Dude, she's fucking crazy, dude. She's actually crazy. All right, I wasn't going to do this until the end, but we're winning so much. I'm actually getting a little tired of winning. Can I... Hold on. Because we are winning so fucking hard, some fucking gift subs for the chat. Congratulations if you get some gifts. We're winning so much. I'm getting tired of winning.
More anguish, okay?
I just want to see...
You're gonna win so much you'll even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, sir, it's too much winning. And I'm gonna say, no, we need to keep winning.
See you again, though. Do you think we'll ever be able to...
Okay, hold on. We gotta go back.
And have your... Okay.
Very wrong.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on and have my life.
No, you shouldn't unsubscribe from Turkey Tom. You should come to your own fucking opinion. But in my opinion, yeah, the allegations seem pretty fucking false.
And you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other.
If the Have Baked podcast, then again, he could fumble this heavily in the last 10 minutes. But if the Have Baked podcast does not come back from this, by the way, still got 10 minutes left, but currently, then I think that's an L, Nick.
We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Do you think we'll ever
manipulative
be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
W answer. Great answer. And that's the mistake a lot of people make, is they try.
Why?
What? Did you listen to what you said earlier? That you were gonna try to ruin him?
Because you're threatening to blackmail me?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly that I did not want to have sex with her. I didn't want to be with her anymore. I just wanted out of the relationship. This is something she was completely unwilling to accept, and that's why after I stopped talking to her, she proceeded to call me over 30 times.
Guys.
And texted me 80 times.
Why is King Von there? All right, let's see what she said. All right, we're going to read this out. This is CameronF305 you're watching, not some other fucking drama streamer. If you say you don't want to talk or listen to me, you just say that you don't want to waste my time. You need to apologize. I need $900 back from my flight to Maine because it was a waste of money apparently. Goodbye, Tom. Good luck impressing the next BPD whore with your limp dick. I have screenshots of you talking about Ellie and how your dick pics were gonna be put all over the internet. You're really such a retard. Tell your friend from Dallas to hit me up. Who, Brandon? My question is, why string me along so long and say you loved me when you did it? And then Tom replies, it became clear to me that at some point this would be the response I would get if I were to break up with you, is what I think he's trying to say. And I've been dreading that slowly, considering you just told me you were talking to other guys over the phone. You just threatened to post about me publicly. Realistically, I can't trust you anyway. Is that why you didn't want to break up with me? Because you were scared I would say some dumb shit? That's so pussy, bruh. I can see why you didn't want me to look you up, because this shit is so bad. You're literally just as bad as the people you make videos about. Like fucking a Belle Delphine impersonator and getting your dick leaked is crazy. And then telling your girlfriend about it, expecting sympathy. Well, who are you supposed to go to? Like, you're supposed to go to your significant other when you're having significant brother. You're supposed to go to your significant other when like shit's affecting you. Like, it's gonna happen. Have some self-awareness. You're really just an overgrown man-child in some ways. Ohio impressed with King Von. And also, I need my money back because you should have told me before the trip to break up with me. You literally sit at home all day and do nothing, I think she's trying to say. Have no hobbies except for gym and video games. Have a high body count, but you think you're this high value man. It's crazy. I know whichever girl is unfortunate enough to get into a relationship with you next will go through the same thing I did, because you're actually like so emotionless and mean. Also, you're like mad chopped in the face. I had to look past it. She called him cute, didn't she? I mean, that's such a not nice thing to say to another person. Whatever. I'm done being a hater. You have a lawyer? You can't record me without consent. I'm pretty sure Texas is one-party consent, so he's chilling. Posting text screenshots isn't illegal, dumbass. Good luck trying to sue me for posting text messages conversations on a public website. You're literally so stupid, Tom. I should have gone to the police right away, but I have evidence. I told my roommates after, as well as my friend Sophia. You can't even deny it because this shit's for real happened, and you said word for word I like hurting you. I still remember because of how fucked it felt. I'm getting a no contact order. This isn't high school. It's called a restraining order. It will go on your record. You're a fucking narcissist. I love buzzwords. I also got a lawyer. I hated having to tell my mom. You're genuinely a horrible human being. I never loved you. I just loved the idea of you. I am going to the courthouse in Waco. You're a wacko. I know it's called Waco. When I get there, and ordering temporary restraining order due to past threats you have made against me. It might go to real court, which both of us would have to appear. Jeez, brother. This is actually wild.
With no response. She is publicly claiming to be a victim of sexual abuse while begging me to fuck her again.
Like, you've done all this like weird shit. Like, I don't like it. Like, you're so weird. You treat me badly, especially during sex. And like over the phone, I just listed everything that he had done wrong, and he was like, well, you can leave me if you want. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave you. That's basically what happened.
But there was no like specific, like, did you guys
someone just said what 1 week of BWC does without BWC
talk at all between breaking up and then?
Tom and I?
Yeah.
No.
I don't believe so, because I blocked him.
Even this detail is also
That's clearly false. We just read all the fucking schizo messages you sent him.
Insane. While it is true that once she started to lose her mind, I did stop talking to her, she continued speaking at me, alternating between
just apologize and I'll stop talking to you, begging me to apologize.
Begging me to forgive her for breaking up with her, saying she wanted to have sex with me again, and sending me psychotic...
Wait, what did she say?
Begging me to forgive her for breaking up with her, saying she wanted to have...
Please just talk to me. I'll see you in 3 to 5 months when you want to smash again, LOL.
Have sex with me again, and sending me psychotic text messages filled...
This isn't being insane. This is grasping at straws and acting irrationally while being enabled by people who are out for drama. She's acting insane, but calling her insane is too much. She can still grow and change. But, buddy, you're not fixing her. But I hope so. I hope she can get some fucking help, because she does seem a little few screws loose. And yeah, she is being validated by retards that wanted this to be something much bigger than it was. But the idea and the fact that she even went to that site in the first place speaks volumes, you know? You recorded other girls too. During sex, you recorded other girls during. Like the same thing where you don't ask, you just pull out your phone and record it. That's illegal, Tom. I hope you delete them, because you really have some sick power thing hitting and choking women even after leaving bruises. It's good to know I'm not the only one who felt extremely uncomfortable.
That she came up with once I dumped her. Now, with Rowan dealt with, the next person I'd like to address is Clorox Katie. Katie's a girl I had
she's a fucking... This chick especially actually pissed me off while reading the fucking messages. Boys.
Sexual relationship.
I'm not defending her behavior because she clearly needs help, but let's not go too far and see what she does next. Let's hope so.
With 2 years ago, and she began posting about me on the same day as Rowan. Now, back when we were hanging out, she flew all the way from California to Maine to hang out with me twice. In the interview, she describes her time with me as the worst experience of her life.
And then you fly back, and how did that go? How long did you
stay?
Bro used to live in Maine.
Oh, that was the worst experience of my life, I think.
And she also took to the forum to make some posts about me. Yes, Tom is extremely harsh during sex. I've been down the kink roads in my life, and how he acts is actually just evil and almost sadistic. Not even kinked up, just actually a Patrick Bateman type gooner.
She needs to go to mass, yeah.
When asked how things between us ended, here is what she had to say. I just truly thought he was a cringe who definitely was going to beat
profanity
me later if I stayed around. We only had a 2-month fling, but even my insane ass was scared of how he acted. And he was also just stupid. I hated conversation with him. He was just extremely weird to me and also evil as fuck during...
She claimed he was obsessed with his own thread. If Tom really was after that text exchange, it's obvious her whole goal was just to hurt him and impact his career. Yeah.
Sex. Naturally, people asked her why she hadn't reported me to the police. And her response was, I thought about the police and looked into it, but again, it being across my own state lines and in Maine, it would have had to been filed there, and I lived on the opposite side of the country, so it just didn't seem feasible. These claims are once again so absurd to me that the best way to dispel them is to just look through our messages together. In these 2 DMs, you see that Katie comes to visit me for the first...
Taking off, bouncing up and down. Okay, that was your first red flag, Tom. Come on now. What is she in her fucking airplane? Like a fucking retard! Okay, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. So soon, excited. I'm #ready. I'm so #ready. Only 2 more hours. So crazy. 1 hour. It's so over, but we are so back. We are so back. Just landed. I didn't die on the plane. Woohoo. Made it to SF. It's so nice, even nicer after seeing DC's horrible, disgusting airport. What was bad about it? Yeah, I'm glad you're home. Just a million stores to the US. Turbulence was ridiculous. Or literally bobbing up and down like the arrow tummy fluttering like a roller coaster. Same. I miss you, though. Yeah.
First time on January 20th and leaves on January 23rd. She comes to visit me. She says she's excited. She then goes home. And after leaving my house the first time, she immediately texted me saying...
Which DC airport? If she's talking about like Washington, DC, is it Dulles or Reagan National? I like Reagan National. I'll go there usually when I fly home to Virginia.
Had so much fun, Tom. You can kidnap me when...
I don't know why I'm asking this schizo whore which air... Apologies, I should not have said that. That was a rude thing of me to say.
I feel so alone in my bed. She then says that she has to come back. Now, days after coming the first time, she sends me nudes. Once again, this is kind of a weird thing to send to somebody that you're claiming is recording sex with you without your consent. Why would you send this person nudes? She then sends me nudes a second time, says
I mean, I don't know if that's the best defense, but I think you already covered that ground.
She needs it, says so starved, so deprived, and she says that she misses me so much. I say let's hang out in March. She says I'm down, but waiting until March will be so hard. On February 1st, Katie says that she misses me. On February...
It's not rude if it's the truth, I guess so, but I didn't... Actually, yeah, it's a little harsh language.
Second, she slides up on my story and says she is counting down the days until she can see me again. She then says that she needs to see me ASAP, and she misses all the things about me. On February 4th, she says she wishes that she woke up cuddling me. On February 8th, she says she wants to have sex with me again. Once again, this is after the first time we hung out. February 18th, she says she's going to swallow me, and she then sends me naked photos of herself willingly. Keep in mind, once again,
well, I would hope so.
She's accusing me of recording sex with her without her consent, and then she keeps sending me naked photos of herself. She even sent me a video, by the way. She says, I need you right meow. I need you ASAP. February 20th.
Right meow.
22nd and February 24th, we have I miss you and are you home yet? February 28th, she slides up on my story and says, I'm gonna suck you so good. She then
Why, is that the face he makes?
And says, I need to see you now more than ever. Lots of hugs and hot sex. On March 2nd, she says, I like you lots. And I reciprocate. She says she can't wait to see me again. She then says that she's excited to see me that coming Saturday. In the next screenshot, I say, your pussy's gonna be so sore.
Brother, I didn't know. Man. Okay. All right.
Excited to see me that coming Saturday. In the next screenshot, I say, your pussy's gonna be so sore.
Yeah.
And Katie responds with, good thing we had to wait a while, because then I can take a beating. She then says, I'm ready for you to throw me around. Now, when we were discussing how many days she would want to stay, she says, as long as you want, and that we'll have so much sex and party so hard. And she then once again expresses how excited she is.
I just need to know this, man.
March 7th,
yeah, why is God foreskin naked me?
She sends me a barrage of unsolicited sexual photos, including her with BDSM leather on her butt. On March 8th, she says all she can think about is me, and she can't wait for my dick to be down her throat. And on March 10th, 7 in the morning, which is 4 a.m. her time, she says that she is so excited to see me that she cannot sleep. Now, with the Instagram messages out of the way...
By the way, chat, we're 4 away from the goal, so just saying, let's up those numbers.
Way we can move on to the text messages. So on March 10th, this is the second visit, right? Prior to getting there, she says that she is starving for me. Now, March 15th, this is when she leaves. She says, I still have her toothbrush, but that I have to let her come back. Now, keep in mind, Katie, in her own words, said that this second time visiting me was the worst experience of her entire life.
How long? This is way more than I ever wanted to know about Thomas Turkey. Yeah, I agree.
Horrible. That was the worst experience of my life, I think.
She basically describes...
Brenny Buckingham is going off on Rowan on Twitter right now, and I'm pretty sure she's been doxxed now. Uh-oh. I don't condone the doxing.
Being physically abused in the interview. She even says that while we were having sex, she would ask me to stop doing something, and I wouldn't. But that did not happen. You may also recall her stating that she ended things with me because I was such an insufferable person to be around. She claims that after the second trip, she began...
The person who's insufferable in this dynamic is Katie. I don't know how you deal with these hoes, Tom. Is it that good? Is it really that good? Is it really worth it? I have no one to talk, to be honest.
Me, because I was such an insufferable person to be around. She claims that after the second trip, she began to realize she was a victim.
Yeah, and that's kind of like when things really started piecing together to me that I was like, wait, I think I am a victim.
What, did like Kiwi fucking like switch sides or something? Did they fucking flip?
Right now, like something's not right here.
In her words, this is why she stopped talking to me. She says that she was scared of me. She says she was scared that I would beat her. Well, on March 20th, which is after the second visit, she texts me saying, Tom, I really like spending time with you, but I'm kind of worried about if you actually like me or just using me. Lol.
Lol, sorry, I am drunk and I'm retarded.
I'm just BPDing, and so I'm tweaking and need reassurance. Are you...
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I have to piss. Hold on. I have to piss. This is insane. This is insane. Liars usually over-explain. Brother, I doubt he even wanted to talk about this. And the people who over-explained were the people I spent like fucking 3 hours covering. No, it was like a 4-hour stream reading their shit. They were over-explaining and contradicting constantly. I haven't seen any contradictions yet from Tom. So I'm sure it's rage bait.
Baba Booey.
$30. What do you need $2 for? Thank you, Tazan.
Just having fun with me, or
my
do we
mic is
have
muted.
something?
Your asshole is muted.
Which I respond.
Okay, let's see what she says. Tom, I really like spending time with you, but I'm kind of worried about if you actually like me or are just using me. LOL! I'm just BPDing, and so I'm twerking and need reassurance. Are you just having fun with me, or do we have something? LOL, I'm drunk. Sorry, I'm retarded. Hi, I was asleep. Well, I like you and think you're cool, and perhaps we even have something. However, I don't want to make a bad boyfriend, so I don't really want to date anyone officially, I guess, yeah. It doesn't have to be official. We could just see what happens. Sorry you woke up to that. I feel so stupid. LOL! LOL! I'm cool with that. LOL, it's okay.
Well, I like you, and I think you're cool, and perhaps we even have something. However, I would make a bad boyfriend.
Bro should have just said, yeah, I'm using you.
So I don't really want to date anyone officially, I guess. Yeah. I was abundantly clear with my intentions with her. I did not want anything serious at that time. But apparently, this is the period she began to realize the true extent of my abuse, which is probably why after we had already hung out...
Brandon posted her LinkedIn on Twitter, and now she's been fully talked on Kiwi since. She's not posted again on there, but said that they're going to make a full statement tomorrow.
The second time, Katie tries to arrange a third meeting with me, saying she wishes that she was in Ohio, where
I don't condone that action from Brandon, but I understand the... I understand the frustrations.
I was at the time, and I did not reciprocate. After this proposition, she slid up on my Instagram story.
Jeez, brother. I wish I was in Ohio. Bro. Only in... Shut up. You lost. OMG, so mean. Sorry. I need that shirt. What the fuck? I got it on Amazon. Did you get one? Nah, my cat's friend. He's still cool, though. Oh, he's so cute. You should get one. Real and true. Damn, brother. Wow, I kind of like it. I deserve this. What the fuck? The stage set is so cool.
Story 12 times over the next 10 months.
Is muted.
And I did not slide up on her story once.
What goes around comes around, I guess.
Not a single time. So ask yourself, do these texts sound like a girl texting a guy that she finds evil and sadistic? A guy that she was even debating going to the police about? Because to me, it seems crystal...
Listen, all jokes aside, I don't think Tom is abusive, but I do think he's a shitty boyfriend. I just think he's too autistic to give women the affection they want. I think he's just like, and I can understand this because, like, I won't go too in depth, but like the issue of like too much work and not enough attention it can come up when you're like when you have a busy job. I understand that. But and I can see he was a little dry sometimes. I don't see him necessarily like being a bad boyfriend. He's just kind of bare minimuming it, which I know is a problem for some women. So yeah, not abusive.
Clear that she enjoyed our time together,
and he could be a bit of an asshole,
and even wanted to hang out,
or maybe not an asshole. I wouldn't even say that. I just think he was doing the bare minimum, and these girls, they were obviously more into it than he was. It was not 50-50, is what I kind of read.
A third time. You got to keep in mind here, she flew across the entire North American continent twice, from California to...
And also, it's telling me that this is shit. It's none of my business.
Maine to see me. After the second time, she wanted me to be her boyfriend.
Don't even think he's a bad BF, just boring as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of reading.
I didn't want to, and she then repeatedly made efforts to contact me and hang out with me again. Now, to close off the video, I think I'd like to share some interesting texts that Rowan sent me about her dear friend Katie, as they're both accused.
Cat fight! Let's go! The pussy is fighting! Okay, I'm sorry, that's mean. That's a little misogynistic. It was just a joke.
Me of... I mean, whatever it is they're even trying to say at this point. After she saw that I was following Katie on Instagram, she messaged me on December 8th saying, "Did you know Clorox Katie tried to fuck Jet Neptune? Those girls, too, make themselves easy targets with the hair and piercings because they have sexual trauma." She then says, "They complain about sexual assault a lot."
Okay, this girl is not attacking is not like validating septum theory when she acts like this after the relationship, okay? If this chick had a septum piercing, like, she would fit the fucking stereotype, but she doesn't have a septum as far as I'm aware.
Because they have sexual trauma. She then says,
"Catfight reminds me of two other BPD girls. Yeah, they fought."
They complain about sexual assault a lot because they will fuck anything that breathes. 1 month and 2 days later, I broke up with Rowan, and in the middle of her unhinged tirade about me, she told me that she would be messaging as many girls I had been with.
Yeah, I saw her in a Batman outfit, and there was no piercing in her nose.
It's possible to try and find whatever dirt she could so that she could run to the internet about it. Now, I've seen a lot of people say things to the effect of, Tom's a hypocrite. He gooned.
Please, bro, don't let it be true.
And you're right, I did goon.
My heart is failing. It was a lie. It's not supposed to be this way. No. No. You were the chosen. You weren't supposed to goon, man. I'm kidding. No. I can never wear this again, man. What happened to the movement, dude? Oh, brother. Now my hair's all fucked. Feels sacrilegious. I'm joking. I don't care. As long as he's not a serial gooner.
Hey, I did not stop gooning. So maybe.
No.
You're right. I did goon. Okay.
I don't know if I could process this. I don't know if I have the mental faculties to process this. Chatty gooned. Guys, he gooned. No! 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 You fucking gooned, dude! Chicken Charleston gooned. Chat.
I did not stop gooning. So maybe in the end the hat's off.
It hurts to hear. It hurts to hear.
I did goon, okay?
No! No.
I hate being alive. I hate being alive.
Hey, gooned, man.
I did not stop gooning.
Dude, he's forsaking us.
So maybe in the end the hats are more relevant than ever. Anyway, that's about it. I've said everything I need to. Goodbye.
So, oh, who's that handsome fella? Yeah, I'm gonna leave a smash like there. So, what did we learn today, chat? Just one more.
Is it
Cooking turkey time.
reach in there and pull it out?
What is this?
It's turkey dick. It's turkey dick.
I should have put that on the soundboard before starting. Okay, what did we learn, chat? And we'll check Brandon Buckingham because apparently there's a crash out happening. I don't know. I feel pretty fucking vindicated, y'all. It seems to me like the allegations actually were false the whole time. And that makes me happy. I feel very vindicated. I want to say, told you so. Brandon Buckingham tweeted this. For 3 weeks straight, this girl has been publicly claiming that my roommate, Turkey Tom, has been sexually/physically abusive, non-consensually filmed sexual encounters, encouraged her eating disorder, along with an absurd amount of other blatantly false claims. In her sick attempt to ruin Tom's life, she also brought up my wife and daughter and implied he was a danger to my child. Since she wants to post about my family publicly on Kiwi Farms, here's her public LinkedIn profile. Okay, maybe I wouldn't have done this myself. Okay, Cam, you were right. I know you wanted to hear that. Of course I did. Free my wiggo, Tom. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. This is her Twitter handle, by the way. Oh, man. Yeah, he pulled out the okay. I'm glad he's out of the hospital, too. Wow. So that was that was a crazy thing to tweet. I mean, I don't blame him, but I wouldn't have tweeted her LinkedIn profile, regardless if it's public or not. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in saying the allegations are false. YouTube comments, please. Okay, we'll look at the YouTube comments. What do you guys think? And in the meantime, I'd like to hear your guys' opinions as well. Okay, I'm open to if you disagree with me, especially. I like fighting with my YouTube chat. Didn't Tom still do a Lolicon age player? According to the alleged Lolicon age player, he wasn't into that stuff. and was disgusted by it or something. I think he said that in...
who I briefly talked to 2 years ago.
Yeah,
now, there's no proof whatsoever that I did anything close to age play, but I did text her about these allegations.
And she says, I really don't want to post about it on my story. I don't feel like coming back to social media right now, but you've never done age play, LOL. Okay, there you go. Boom. So from the mouth. All right, let's read these comments. Even Turkey Tom ended up in a Turkey Tom video called My Side faces my side faces front the whole time. When will the lies end? Dude, honestly, kind of clapped him there. 40 minutes of Tom bragging about his giant hog. Yeah, I feel bad. He was literally forced to show his private life. I agree. I actually agree with that. He's been training his whole career for this. Addressing the big white cock allegations. He kept the receipts, been training his whole career. Yeah, this W was promised to him 3,000 years ago.
Jewish.
Yeah. I gotta say, if the just in case folder is real, it came in real handy. That would mean having sex in the woods. I don't want to have sex in the woods. I died laughing. Yeah, I gotta tell you, his responses to some of her like insane shit she would say is really funny. Like, it's uncomfortable, but it's funny. Bro dated the Gooner final boss. Yeah, it seems so. The only crime I see is Tom's dry ass texts. This whole situation is a setup for Tom to make a video about his big white cock. Honestly, if this was the case and I'm just being psyoped, I fell for it. I absolutely can't stand false allegations. Bro, that's a crazy take. It takes so much away from actual victims of domestic violence. His responses to her being freaky are so hilarious. I agree. There was never any tripod except for Tom. Yeah, the fucking three-legged beast over here, apparently. Okay, that made Cameron laugh. That made me laugh. Bro turned career-ending allegations into the biggest flex I've ever seen. Congratulations. Yeah. That's what it's looking like. Bro is dating a Discord ego gooner. Now that I can criticize. Yeah. Although I really have no room to talk. I've made a similar mistake at one point when I was a little younger. I was like 19, that the world knows about, unfortunately. But it's like, yeah, come on, man. You should know better by now. You should know better. Bro basically turned a cancellation into a humble brag receipt folder. Yeah, the curious case of Turkey Tom. Don't send me this shit is the most Tom response of all time. Wait, what?
November 2nd, I say that I made it home, and she said...
Is that... It's someone dressed as Sazan with a dog collar? Don't send me this shit. Oh my god, that's funny. And the biggest controversy is, why is his phone not in dark mode? Oh, why is your grammar actually ass? People on Reddit mad that he used their ats and saying he cropped / used text, which paint him in a better light. Brother, did they not read the original fucking Kiwi thread? The texts were very intentionally cropped. Okay, it was like the texts were very intentionally picked based on the wealth of texts we got here. And even those texts sometimes contradicted the claim that she was making. Easiest debunk of his career, Sigma Goon Commander. Yeah. Tom Never Goon ended up dating the ultimate gooner. Really makes you think. I guess so.
Baba Booey.
Here's a lie on Turkey Tom's videos. Tom doesn't have a BWC. I know it because I was the tripod. I was there. Wow. So we have interesting breaking news from an apparent Russian. So Tom might have to speak for that.
That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich.
You scored high on the iFlubs empathy meter during this live stream. Enjoy my European money, king.
Thank you for your European money. I appreciate it. Tom's response to the freaky ass text messages might be the funniest thing I've ever seen, actually. I agree. Turkey, I can fix her Tom. Unfortunately, kind of true, it seems. Tom casually revealing that he's hung like a horse. It actually was on my 2026 bingo card. I've known about this. The script writers told me in advance
To be frank, I heard about it from friends and didn't think much of it, but after seeing the video along with you, I am impressed by Tom that he kept the receipts. Those false allegations only hurt real victims. But I'm leaning for innocent for now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think the things that he actually like kept, because you can go back and get those text message screenshots any day. So it's not like he like kept receipts or anything. He just looked at his text messages. But it looks like the one receipts that he, like the one big receipt that he recorded that I think did a lot for me personally was the phone call. Like of her blatantly being malicious and saying, I'm going to ruin your chances with any other woman. And that he's a piece of shit. And then immediately after begging for his attention, which is something I've fucking experienced. And yeah. He handled it well. He laughed at it, but like
Cameron, content cop.
Yo!
There's a funny aspect here. I want to give a shout out.
Shout out to Crash Out Clancy.
I knew there was SMTH off. Got that hoe.
I totally agree. Yeah, no, he put your fucking tweet in the video, and I was like, dude, you and I were thinking the same thing about the fucking Tinder screenshot. That was fucking. I fucking knew it when he showed that. She had DM'd him in the past and she was trying to act all nonchalant about it, like, oh, I didn't put two and two together at first. Yes, the fuck you did. I knew that shit was fucking sus as hell. But yeah, for those who don't know, last stream we watched Clancy's video on Leilani, which was really good. So shout out to him. Underrated creator. Go give him some love. But yeah. This is my first impression of this guy. Bravo on the game. But is Turkey Tom going to make a deep dive documentary on Turkey Tom? I think he just did. We're never going to have the full story, and we really shouldn't have had any of it. I agree. I'm sure we're going to see some more coming out now, one way or the other. I'm just curious if the girls are going to come back now that Rowan has been doxxed, and it's going to drag on for now. It's definitely not a full dox. So it's not like Brandon leaked her address or anything. He leaked her public LinkedIn, but it's still like, some addresses are public. That doesn't mean you promote them. I don't necessarily agree with what happened here.
For being filthy rich.
Thank you for the $2 or £2 rather. You're making me gain some pounds. Slazo 2.0. I'm actually sobbing at the amount of texts where she just keeps wanting BBC or VWC. Yeah, no, that's literally half of this video. I have heard more about Tom's cock today than I've heard about my cock in my life. Okay, to be very clear, that might not be true, but it feels like it, for fuck's sake. Bro is called Turkey, but he's the one doing the stuffing. Oh, I haven't seen any fucking negative comments either. This is the funniest YouTube drama response I've ever seen. I think there's been who had a really funny, like unintentionally funny, to be clear. I think Colleen Ballinger still fucking hits funny for completely different reasons.
Based? Forgot to mention that you need to keep quiet about the call from the cabal. You can't say that you are funded by us greater than 3. You need the secret to stay. You know, secret.
Hey! Whoa! Thanks for the 30 shekels. This woman is clearly a Mossad PSYOP agent who Tom hired to propagate the idea that he had a massive hog. It came to me in a dream. Trust me on this one, fellas. This is like the Mormon book. Oh my god. The whole entire video just quotes BWC. My god, I can't imagine having to air out my dirty laundry like this. I'm so sorry, Tom. Yeah. Just a reminder that just because you liked it then but don't like it now does not mean it's assault. That's true. I see a lot of, and I don't even know, maybe that is the case, but like you see this often now where you make allegations, and again it like the best thing, like comparison to be made, is it just really only hurts real victims. Like the point of Me Too was to empower people to come out about their assaults with evidence, and to hopefully prosecute abusers or predators or whatever. But when you promote these false allegations, it only, and the obvious and well-deserved backlash that comes from it only scares women from coming out even further, and it hurts their stories. And it sucks that that's the case. But you know, it's like you can never understand really the mindset behind it. To me, it's interesting how well this replicates the best aspects of Slaz's response, bro. Learn from the best.
14-page, meticulously argued document.
This whole shit show reminds me of the gay white situation.
Yeah. I mean, listen, as someone who's been in his position, I smelt this shit from a mile away. I'm not gonna lie. I smelt this shit from a mile away just based on the lack of evidence and the way that they were talking and how malicious like the framing of the text messages were, that honestly like could easily give charitability like to what Tom wasn't actually doing. Like, it was easy to be charitable towards Tom because Tom wasn't really saying anything that crazy in the text messages. This whole thing was orchestrated by Tom. Yeah, the massive poll. Massive poll? What?
And you know what
that was
else
the
is
laziest
massive?
button press. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of situations. Although it is not lost on me the pyrocynical irony. Although I understand there is like still like air, like there's still some shit up in the air with pyro. Tom, stop dating insane women. He dodged an atomic nuke, not sending those videos. Holy hell. Yeah, there'd be some Turkey Tom goon sessions from some people out here there that we did not need to see. Looks up to Sam Hyde unironically. Yeah, someone who isn't actually chronically online knowing who Sam Hyde is crazy. The fact that she knew who that was. You were supposed to destroy the Gooners, not join them. Unfortunately, a bar. Turkey Tom is the type of guy to make a video to give his own... What? What? Had the foresight to take screenshots? I don't even think he needed the foresight. It was... I'm pretty sure he probably took the screenshots after the fact. Because you can't really delete iMessages. You can unsend them in like 5 seconds, but it'll give a notification to both sides. The only thing I got from this is Tom has a huge turkey. I guess so. Yeah, okay, finally someone mentions it. You're such a piece of shit, I'm going to blackmail you. Immediately into, can we see each other again? Is fucking crazy. I totally agree. Hold on, I want to like re-listen to that call. That call was fucking crazy.
Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online, and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again.
I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship and have you go be in your corner. You can meet other guys and it'll be fine. I'll go meet other girls. We'll just we'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
I did the why. This is fucking killing me. Fucking.
Be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of shit.
Why?
Because our whole relationship, you act like everything is all about you the whole time.
Yeah, but why?
Okay.
You don't give a fuck. You're just an awful guy, and I'm so sorry that your mom raised you. She does seem like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
What a crazy thing to say. What a horrible, weird thing to say. I'm so sorry your mom raised you? What does that even entail? What does that even mean? I'm sorry your mom raised you. Because she seems nice? What?
She seemed like a nice lady, but clearly she did something very wrong.
She did something wrong.
Okay, Rowan, I just want to move on.
Okay,
and have
Rowan.
my life, and you'll move on and have your life. And we can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish, okay?
I just want to see you again, though. Like, do you think we'll ever be able to...
That does not sound like someone who hates the other person's mother's the childhood raising situation. Is crazy. I still don't understand how people think, people like this think they can get away with these kind of accusations when evidence is just out there. Well, the thing is, a lot of the times they can, because there will forever, unfortunately, be people who believe this shit. No matter how obvious it is that it's false at this point. In my opinion, it's fucking obviously false. There will now forever still, regardless of how fucking painfully obvious it is that this shit is false, be people who think that Tom is some fucking domestic abuser, rapist, fucking non-consensual filmer, Patrick Bateman Gooner. They will think that. It's like, no matter how great the proof is, the internet versus video will go hard. I guess so. You think Bobby will make a return for this? I wonder how Boblax feels after all the fucking shit he said about Turkey Tom on Twitter when he was going on that fucking rant. I'm gonna call Boblax after this stream and give him a severe talking to. But you gotta read in between the lines. Oh my god, that's gonna be a clip too. That clip of me crashing out is probably already on Twitter. That's gonna be a clip. I'll post this spot on the second channel. But yeah, this is like, the unfortunate thing is, because I can tell you this firsthand, and that's because I have ops in the Hassan community, but people will believe the dumbest shit no matter how disproven it fucking is, and how obviously wrong it is. Even when the allegations disprove themselves, even when they're disproven, even when there's no proof, even when there is proof proving you innocent, there will still be people who don't care, who drink the Kool-Aid and will act like this. And it's an unfortunate reality, but that's why this kind of shit is so damaging, and why I understand why people think that these types of false allegations should be criminal, like illegal. Now, it's definitely illegal civilly. Like, you can't defame someone with intent. But the problem is, the bar for defamation is so unreasonably high. It's unreasonably high. And it's there's so much money involved, and usually the person being accused has the money but have nothing to gain from it, because the person accusing doesn't have any money. It's really just for a name, like just for the purpose of having a civil court say something, like in these cases. Gotta read in between the veins of the big white cock. Yeah, I guess so.
See each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Huge win for that response.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
I stated blatantly that I did not want to have sex with her.
Sorry, I was locked in. I got jump scared. It's insane that if he like hers, I'm pretty sure she just said, if you come see me, I won't blackmail you.
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
She's blackmailing her blackmail. She's blackmailing the blackmail. She's blackmailing a handsome black male. Okay? That's like actual admission. Like, you can, like, this is the kind of proof that, like, y'all, like, it's just so damning. And I, like, but yet there will be people, if you, regardless of, like, that it's so obvious after that call, especially. But that call alone won't be good enough for some people, and then you have to like indulge so far. Like, it's insane, bro. It's insane. I'm so happy I joined the stream early, bro. This has been such a fun time. Massive W, massive cock and balls. Yeah, I guess so. Well, we don't know if he has massive balls. We've only heard about the cock. We haven't indulged in the ball territory. He might have small balls. He might be small ball Tom. That might be the case here. So we don't know. But yeah, that fucking, I can't believe he's gonna kiss and make out. No, he's not. I'll kiss him. I'll kiss him.
We can be in our own corners. We don't have to do damage to each other. We don't have to cause each other any more anguish.
Like, honestly, he could have posted a 10-second clip to Twitter of her admitting the blackmail.
Okay.
I just want to see you again, though.
Cameron, BWC allegations? I hope I never have to deal with the BWC allegations. It just feels so embarrassing to have to fucking address. To talk about my cock and ball for like 20 minutes. Or for 41 minutes and 49 seconds. Actually sounds fucking awful. There was so much in this. Like, it actually just sounds fucking awful to talk about the size of my dick to the world. Like, extremely uncomfortable. Even though, like, okay, it'd be a little flattering or whatever, but it's like, at the same time, it's like actually fucking, and like, I feel so bad for him. Because, like, I know everyone's like giving him like props. Hey, Tom's got a nice cock. But I can only imagine how he feels right now. He's probably so fucking annoyed by this shit. Like, this is probably so fucking... It's just... no one wants to talk about that publicly, like, on a serious note. He loved it, let's be real. I don't think he does. I don't think anyone actually... Like, I don't think he... sure, deep down, is probably stroking his ego or whatever, but I'm sure deep down he's actually kind of pissed off. He has to talk about, like, his dick to the fucking 1.7 million people.
Big dick in the mirror.
I scrolled to a random part of the fucking video because I was trying to reread like some text, and the first thing I hear is about some fucking dick. The first thing I hear is about his cock.
Gooner as fuck. Sorry.
I mean, I'd rather talk about how huge my dick is rather than how small my dick is. Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, he'd probably be getting a whole lot more shit if his dick was small. Yeah, I would rather talk about how big my dick is than how small my dick is. That's fair. Bro wouldn't even respond to the receipts if that was the case. Well, Mr. T Lexify sure did. Do you guys remember that? When his girlfriend was like saying that she wanted him to kill himself and skin himself alive, and he had to made him apologize to her over text messages about how pathetic his fucking penis was. And how it didn't satisfy her, and he would have to apologize about it verbatim. That was the most pathetic, weird fucking shit I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yahyed, after getting her wisdom teeth taken out, she obviously wouldn't be able to do that because it causes your face to swell up like a blimp. And she responds with, "No, I got to do it as much as possible."
Wait, did he just call out Mizkif? I totally missed this.
Yahyed, after getting her wisdom teeth taken out, she obviously wouldn't be able to do that because it causes your face to swell up like...
Yes! Yes! So let's see what the public response is right now. And then we'll wrap up here in a second. I want to see what the Twitter is looking like.
Consented to filming when she's literally holding my phone next to her face as she sucks my dick.
Turkey Tom's ex attempted to dox an offline person I attended VidCon with in 2025. This was done because she must have known something, and she wanted us to suffer for simply knowing Tom. This worthless bitch gets no sympathy from me. So we all agree Turkey Tom is innocent? Yeah. Turkey Tom is not only proved he's innocent, but he also confirmed BPD women should have never been listened to. Yeah, these BPD hoes fucking lost Turkey Tom 1 holding the phone while sucking his dick. Yearning for the BWC. Suffer hose pimps up. Hose down. Holy shit, PPP. Oh my god. Unfathomable tweet. Are you wearing underwear, Cameron? Yeah, I'll stand up. Hold up. Yeah, I'm wearing pants. There's some undies on. We're chilling, all right? We're wearing underwear. Okay, I just took a piss and I'm fired up, all right? I just remembered while pissing about what Chud Logic tweeted the day the allegations came out. Hold on. if you don't think I'm not gonna milk the fuck out of this like this motherfucker did when he thought Turkey Tom was guilty or whatever, and was obsessively covering these allegations as if it was the news of the year, you are so fucking wrong. I'm gonna milk this victory for as long as I can today. All right? Huge fucking win, Turkey Tom bros. Turkey Tom bros like this, okay? This fucking imbecile was trying so hard to make this some crazy fucking story while admitting there was a lack of evidence, while admitting that it wasn't so good, and calling people out for not covering suspicious allegations from a doxing website from a seemingly disgruntled ex-girlfriend before there's any proof or any real way to vet any of these claims. He was obsessively calling people out for not fucking covering this shit. I don't know what fucking Kool-Aid Chud Logic has drank over like the past 7 or 8 months, but this guy fucking I don't know what the fuck happened to this man. God, he's such a fucking pathetic loser, man. I bet you he's fucking sulking. If he's probably seething, sulking, julking, culking, fucking. I think he did have a vendetta against Tom. Like there was the whole like New Year's stream debacle that Tommy C obsesses over, which I mean, I guess you can try to read between the lines there, but they claimed it was whatever. This guy was just obsessed over this shit. Yeah, he's gonna. I've always said he was innocent. I always said he wasn't guilty. He likes to twist shit around like that, and like, even though it's clear what he's implying and like how malicious he is, it's just, it was so blatantly malicious, and he tries to use coded language. It's so fucking pathetic, and that's why he's fucking losing followers. That's why he's losing relevancy, and he's fighting for it by being a malicious prick. And then you have people like fucking Smaggle, I'm gonna call him out again, who are fucking validating this shit and still talking to him, like with the whole address me thing. I can't stay. There needs to be some form of fucking honesty with this person. It is just so fucking blatant, his dishonesty. Chud, I mean. It's just like, oh my God. It's so pathetic, man. But yeah. But in between the time of my last stream, there was this document that came out. Which is Kai, who's currently dating Lyrics, another streamer, or former streamer. He's like a music YouTuber now and went gay or something. I don't know the details or the lore, and frankly don't really care. But he goes, my name is Caitlin /Kai, and I dated Turkey Tom on and off between August 2020 to November 2023, age 17 to 20/21 for about 3 years total. Here are a couple pictures of us together that I don't think I've posted previously, but regardless, you can see we're the same person based on the recent photo of me. Oh, now she's got to accept him. Brother. I'm just kidding. Doesn't matter. Where is Countant Cop, brother? It'll come. It'll come eventually.
Somebody say Top Chim Top. Me want a salt burger Top Chim Top. I want a salt burger Content Top.
This is something I really thought I would never have to respond to. I've spent over 2 years going out of my way to avoid addressing any of the claims but made about me or my relationship. I've even privated all my social media for a very long time because I have never wanted to be specific for people to poke and intimate details for my life and their own entertainment. Now, I want to also say that Lyrics lied to this other streamer was called out right before Turkey Tom, Aiden. Claiming that there was age play and then later backpedaling on it after this response. And Aiden like leaked it when Turkey Tom's allegations came out, naturally. Yeah, because in this post she denies allegations against Turkey Tom. Tom and I are had a very mutually toxic relationship, and yes, we both cheated on each other online. This behavior isn't good from either of us, but are private matters that don't in any way deserve to be blasted on the internet by me, and I would never feel the need to put that out to the world by my own choice. Unfortunately, it's been made public against either of our wishes, so I thought I should just acknowledge it. To give my experience with Tom in relation to the serious allegations being made by former partners. There's a lot of information being shared online that I find extremely unnecessary, with the driving motivator to humiliate him. By what? Saying he's a huge cock? I find this behavior to be abhorrent and will not address any minor anecdote about him that doesn't carry emotional relevance. I really need to stress that this is just my experience, and he may have acted differently with the girls that he was involved with after me. I'm not undermining anyone's experiences and don't wish to speculate on their credibility. I'll directly reply to him as a partner overall at the end. And then, in regards to recent recording sexual encounters, the few times we did record anything, it was either with explicit permission beforehand or an established consent based on previous conversations in our long-term relationship. It really wasn't a frequent thing that happened, mostly before we started living together and were long distance. There are a lot of things we did where I look back and shake my head because my standards for myself has really changed so much since then, but everything was always consensual between us. There are a few instances where I became uncomfortable with an encounter, and he was understanding and would not continue after I voiced discomfort. I don't think this is an allegation being made about him, but I wanted to stress that nothing in the bedroom was rough or aggressive or ever translated to domestic interactions. There are a lot of negative things to say about Tom, but he was always surprisingly patient and never did so much as yell at me. I never once felt fearful of him when he was angry the entire time we were in a relationship, which including living together for over 6 months. Cam is not beating the big white cock allegations. Oh God. Oh no. Oh Lord. There's been a message circulating claiming that Tom and I participated in age play, which is just a blatant twisting of the truth. Tom definitely romanticizes power dynamics and heavy dom/sub stuff. Jesus. But that was never expressed through the age-related dynamic role-playing. It's clear that he is a type for Sanrio mentally ill girls, but but I just can't say from my experience that it was ever pedophilic in nature. The person I knew between the years of 2020 through 2023 was not into those things, and anything after that I wouldn't know. They tried to misgive Turkey Tom. I guess so. It is true that Tom has a quote-unquote blackmail folder on me consisting of phone recordings and text messages. I've known about it for a very long time because he told me. We were messy as fuck, okay? I have never had any intentions of speaking about him publicly, but I did decide to be evil after one of the times we broke up and tell him I was going to ruin his career because he was ignoring me, and I knew it would freak him out. So, like, yeah, I get his concern, even though I've clarified a million times I would never do that. This was extremely shitty of me, and I'm really embarrassed to admit it publicly. But without this context, it looks worse than it is. I do not feel at all fearful about him leaking anything private relating to me in the responses to this because I think I've been very respectful along with everything being the truth. Overall, Tom as a person is extremely flawed. I'm disappointed to see he's still generally self-centered around sex as an act. I guess that is a truth, apparently. Our relationship, although she seemed really horny a lot. To be clear, yeah, Tom Dark wouldn't do this. I'm glad Tom Dark is in the clear. Our relationship really fucked me up for a while, and certain things still affect me negatively from it. According to what some have said, it goes both ways. Most of the things that hurt me about our relationship, I don't have much crossover with what other people have said about him, so I feel relieved that I can still maintain some privacy in a sense. We literally met as minors, and it's still the longest relationship I've been in. You don't date someone for 3+ years if you don't think they're an irredeemable piece of shit. Or if you think they're an irredeemable piece of shit. I've known him to be a person capable of these things, but everyone who has spoken up about him has been after we broke up, so I just couldn't know. As sad and angry as he's made me feel, I've never thought him to be heartless or sadistically cruel. Just someone that has lots of issues. All I have is my own experience to use as my guide and what I think is true, but others shouldn't take it as gospel. Was someone else's testimony. I apologize for my brevity, as I only wanted to give poignant answers to avoid relaying intimate details about my sex life with an ex. I do not want to come across like I'm exposing Turkey Tom. I've just felt morally inclined to share my experience, but certain things people have been wanting to specifically hear what I had to say. I don't think there's any need for a follow-up. I've said everything I wish to comment on. I hope I can just go about my life without this constantly coming up because we've been broken up for so long now. Okay. So basically, she's defending Turkey Tom, saying, this didn't happen with us. I think it was a nice gesture for her to do. She clearly didn't have to get involved, but I understand why she felt the need to. Let's check Reddit, because that's going to have the worst take, probably. This was the first post. Thanks for letting me know my mic is on. Preach. This was the first post on YouTube Drama, and you can tell it's about as charitable as you'd expect. And then the same person posts this. Oh my God, they want more proof. Jesus Christ. What more do you need? I mean, sure, fine, whatever. I don't care, but I don't want to know all these private fucking texts and shit, dude. I don't care. The top comment from Redditor, which is a sticky comment, of course. TLDR, I want to see a full text talk from either party on at least one of these. Upon reviewing the video, he provides some receipts, but feels very similar to Leaping Lemur, as they are contextual and only show very pro his side. There's more context than we got originally. This is understandable. He does this under the guise of not wanting to reveal everything, which is fine, except he drops the girls' names and their IG, and that will drive harassment. If they're public, it's like, if it's public social media profile, I can't really say that that's doxing, man. And she posted the fucking allegation on a doxing fucking forum, which, yeah, I'm sure that wasn't meant to drive any harassment whatsoever. That's a fucking horrible argument. Horrible argument. Oh, God forbid. At this point, either side could reveal full text exchanges, and it would dispel what's actually telling the entire truth, especially because both sides crop the logs to hide full context. I want full context. Well, it's more context than you had before. This reads that both are telling half-truths. The problem with Tom is that there are multiple women claiming very similar things. He addressed both of them in the video. Did you not watch the full thing? He addressed both of them and dispelled both allegations both times. When they corroborated the allegations, they had receipts for both women. What the fuck else do you want? My point still stands that even if people say that they have certain fantasies, that doesn't mean you act on them without consent. But the text messages corroborated that he didn't do that. Are you fucking retarded? And the talk in the chat show retroactive consent, but that doesn't mean engaging in CNC without consent beforehand isn't assault. What dildo did you pull out of your ass? Where was that? What? I need to see any semblance of consents prior to success. Did you expect them to record the consent? Do you think there's some contract? What do you want? What? You want video of fireworks coming out of her pussy implying that she's cool? What do you want? Oh my God. If the amount of context implying direct consent in those text messages was more than what I was expecting. Holy shit. All this does to me is highlight these sexual encounters did happen, were rough, and she enjoyed some of it. But when people are in any sort of kink dynamic of any sort, even toxic, it doesn't mean there can't be positives, which is what he's highlighting in the texts. Edit, and of course, Buckingham doxed one of the girls fully because of Tom's video. Tom's going to drive more harm. Okay, you're... Edit, forgot to mention, the main girl covered in the video did attempt to blackmail him. I've read everyone... In my read, everyone involved is shitty. Okay, so now you're backpedaling because you forgot one of the key parts of the fucking response. You just want to hate Turkey Tom, dude. It's just, oh my God, Reddit. And listen, if Hassan Piker got allegations against him, I would be as critical. Like, I wouldn't uncritically substantiate allegations against him. And by the way, people have made a lot of unsubstantiated claims about, like, Hassan going to some brothel where there were alleged underage girls at one point or something like that. I haven't seen any substantial proof to those allegations, which is why I don't peddle them or promote them or say anything like that. No sigh, no dog, no, I didn't want to make this video. It's like he's never seen a YouTube apology before. He doesn't even angle the camera in the way that shows off his spacious mansion and car in the background. Okay, that's surprisingly not combative for Reddit, to be honest. It's so insane to me that the people who are paranoid over their private life will make sex tapes. It feels like an oxymoron considering the times we live in. Well, that would be the case if he was sharing them around like fucking Destiny, which he wasn't doing. I feel like him naming a victim that wanted to be anonymous is already starting off on the wrong foot. I get it, kind of, but if her profiles are public, it's like... And I think he probably needed to do that to corroborate those DMs in a way. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base, but I don't remember if it was private or not. I'd say the decision is usually his, but he should know better with such a massive audience. This is Turkey Tom we're talking about. Okay. I'm saying this is a victim of SA, but I really don't think people should be able to make anonymous accusations like this because the accused may have no way of defending themselves if they're not allowed to know who is saying stuff about them. I'm not saying this is why Tom named her. I'm guessing it's more out of malice knowing him. Fucking extremely uncharitable. But if you're accusing people of crimes, you aren't guaranteed promised privacy. Edit. With minors, I 100% understand why this is done, and usually in the media, they stay unnamed. Yeah, sure. Okay, I agree. Yeah. So don't dox minors. True. Easy W for whatever reason. I see Tom's fan base has arrived. I'm sure they have nothing but constructive and positive things to say. I love how antagonistic this sub is. This is just such a good subreddit. If you ever want to laugh, either Leftovers H3 or YouTube drama is really funny. Something weird about this, I don't know. Fucking toy chica ass profile picture. The pros and cons list, geez, LeMayo. I think honestly, regardless, that should be a wake-up call from him, and he should use it as a point in his favor, even if that describes some really hollow and obviously depressed guy. Rowan is posted again on Kiwi. Brother, I streamed at the perfect time. Breaking news, chat! Rowan is posted on Kiwi Farms! This is why you tune into CameronF305! Breaking news! Let's go! Alright, I'm obviously not logging into Kiwi Farms live on stream for very obvious reasons, so let me find this post in a second and I will show it here, okay? My female is watching this stream and just texted me, nice BWC, by the way. I'm free Friday. Oh, Chad, it's so over. Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Come on, girl, shake that ass. Chad, it's so over. We have a lot to go over. So, the video comes out. Kiwi reacts. He docks Sacramento's first name. Archive a vid. Then Sacramento 89. So Rowan, you wanted to watch him film you having sex, which is like the first confrontational post from what I can see. And it shows the evidence that Tom showed. You should get those meta glasses when you crack me for what? Cracking time. Cracking time? Yep. Good night, Tom. Good night, Rowan. Sweet dreams. You too, Tom. Don't let the bed bugs bite. You should get those meta things though, for real. I think I'm going to avoid filming anything involving sex for a while, given recent events. I am paranoid. What recent events? Oh, N-word. You did that before. SMH. Can't have any first with a ran through N-word. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why you record on the glasses. How does that prevent or change anything? I mean, I guess if it's just on a hard drive somewhere, it's fine. Those texts of Sacramento 89, which is Rowan, asking Tom to film her during sex are pretty damning. ETA bro. Lol, we mock. So true. I'm such a freak. I like it when hurt and bleed after something wrong. And then Sacramento Rowan comes out and says, thanks for doxing me, Tom. Which a first name is not a dox, okay? To be clear. You gonna address DMing minors? Question mark. Which... What? Oh yeah, there was the one person who came out and then immediately retracted. Because she clearly stated that he didn't know her age. Or she clearly stated she never told him her age. So, like, shut the fuck up. I asked you to film like one time. The rest of the time you just whipped the camera out. You are a lying piece of shit. And this is, mind you, you will later see that this is before she even seen the video. She's looking at the Kiwi thread. So shitfucker696 says, okay, those texts of Sacramento 89 asking Tom to film during sex are pretty damning. You know what's even more damning? LOL, Mock, so true. I'm such a sick freak. I like it when hurt and bleed after. Something long. Tom, I started my period. That sucks. I'm 40 away. Okay, do you mind getting your sword bloody? I'll be okay, LOL. What do you mean by that? I'm driving. Shut up. No, I don't mind. That's a real man. He doesn't mind getting his sword a little dirty. Also, I wasn't bleeding because of my period, and you know damn well, like I told you, because I gave in to you hitting me in the fucking face, you are a retard too. And then she also says, also your dick isn't that big, you ugly Bulgarian motherfucker. She's the one who said it, bro! Now she's backpedaling on how huge his cock is. She's backpedaling on the dick allegations, dude. Not the Hello Kitty stuff though, correct. The Lolita poster, horrifying. Lol, that's not my room. That's my friend Sophia's room. I will say that asking to film one time, making jokes about using meta goggles does not equal consent to film every single time. Tom would take out his camera in the middle of sex, and he never sent the videos. He could paint me as crazy BPD all he wants. But it gets better. My initial impression after watching the video is that I do wish there had been more upfront about what exactly they had texted him. Though I understand why they didn't, it'd be quite embarrassing for anyone. It's certainly crafted to make them look bad, but none of it actually fully contradicts anything other than a few things. Call my rationalizations of them sweeping if you want. Sacramento didn't know who Tom was. She mentions also having been a niche internet micro celebrity. This could have been an attempt to preserve her anonymity. Still probably would have been better to have been upfront about that. Katie did try to meet him a third time. BPD attachment issues can explain this. Okay, insane cope. Sacramento had said something about recording one time. It can actually, no, that's multiple times. She kept asking about the fucking meta glasses. It can pretty reasonably be interpreted as a joke. No, what? What? What's funny about that? That's an insane cope. She said she knew he was filming. Sacramento attempted to text and call him numerous times after they broke up. Again, attachment issues or just general anger can explain this. Neither here nor there. The breakup phone call doesn't really prove anything. Sacramento even acknowledging from the beginning he would probably use it against her. People say a lot of dumb and vindictive things and they're upset. I don't threaten to blackmail my partner, you fucking retard. What? Things that were not addressed whatsoever. High school relationship, DMing Sakura when she was 15. Because the allegation came out today and then was retracted almost immediately. Having actually met Ali, no statement on whether or not he was aware of the age play fetish. Having been in the point is, she had straight up said that he wasn't into it. I don't care at this point. Having been in contact with Ali during his relationship with Sacramento can be excused by being over the blackmail issue. Cheating on Sacramento at VidCon. Oh, I didn't know about that. Sleeping with one of Destiny's orbiters. Covering the mouth during sex. Being rough in general without asking first. Inability to ejaculate through normal means. Why should he have to talk about any of that shit? Why should he have to talk about any of that shit? Furthermore, having a porn addiction and needing to use recently recorded videos to ejaculate. Inability to get an erection after being informed of your partner has knowledge of your Kiwi Farms thread. Brandon Buckingham alleged whippet use. Why should he have to address any of this shit? This is retarded. Neither list is exhaustive. Feel free to correct me. In general, people say pretty embarrassing shit to each other all the time in relationships. It often contradicts how they actually feel. People will lie to their partner and try to preserve the health of the relationship. For me, this does not exonerate Tom at all. The most concerning and most easily provable allegation, his interactions with Ellie were barely addressed at all. What do you mean? They were addressed, just not as much as the main allegation, because it wasn't the main allegation. And all he shows in response is a single text from Ellie. Oh, I thought there were multiple. Oh, the fucking, not fucking Clorox Katie, Ellie. Okay. After the accusation was made saying he never did age play with her, besides this hardly being proof of anything. What do you want? Do you want the fucking video of their sex encounter to show that she wasn't acting like a fucking 5-year-old while he was acting like an old man? What do you want? What do you fucking want? Like, what can he fucking do at this point? Like, what? What the fuck do you want from him at that point? What kind of proof do you need? This is insane. The accusation was not only that he had done age play personally, but also that he didn't have a problem with it and pursued a sexual relationship with a woman he knew had it as an interest. As I said before, this is tacit approval of it. What? No, it's not. I haven't seen a single piece of proof that he either knew about this age play fetish beforehand or that he like was cool with it in any way, shape, or form. I've seen a lot of proof of the opposite at this point. If you are not uncomfortable with the fact the woman you're having sex with might be mentally role-playing as a toddler, you're fucked up. Well, you know what? That's not really in my brain when I'm having sex with women. I don't think that, oh, what if there's a potential that this woman thinks that she's a toddler right now? Mainly because that's not the type of woman I look for, A. And B, I don't think he knew about that. There's no proof that he fucking knew about that. And when he learned about it after the fact, he was clearly disgusted by it. What the fuck are you trying to say here? You're fucked up for not reading her mind. It's like, the fuck? Oh, she called him daddy. Oh, right. She called him daddy. How could I forget? She fucking called him. Oh, what a fucking bozo I am. How did I not realize? She called him daddy. Oh, right. Fuck. Yeah. Shucks. Well, I really should have known, man. He did not address the blackmail, i.e. the fact he sent his dick to a bitch whose Instagram picture. Okay. Probably it's embarrassing. Who cares? Nor does it address the fact he lied to Sacramento about his interactions with Ellie. Okay. I don't think that was the career-ending allegation that he told a lie. He addressed the career-ending allegations of him being into, the false accusations of him allegedly being into age play, of him hitting his girl during sex and being too rough without consent and filming without consent and all that. That's what he addressed, and I think that was the important shit. Okay. A sign he knew something. He called her baby too, probably, maybe. Yeah. Oh no! He acknowledged this indirectly in the text, saying Sacramento showed by calling her a twisted slut for a guy whose entire career is based on mainly calling out and making fun of sexual degenerates on the internet. This is all extremely hypocritical. Who fucking who? As long as the content's good, I don't really care. Okay. Now this one has a lot more agreement to it, saying, I'm gonna be real, Sacramento. I was trying to remain neutral and open-minded, but when there's a recording of you saying, I'm gonna make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship because you're a piece of shit and you don't deserve one, followed by you asking to see him again to presumably get some dick, and if he doesn't see you, you're going to blackmail him, then you actually go out and try to destroy said ex's reputation. It sort of ruins the victim narrative and makes you look like the stereotypical lying schizo ex. Preach. True. Truth. I'm open to seeing where this goes from here, but come on, my N-word. You can't act like the innocent victim and then have them skeletons in your closet. Moving forward, if you're going to quote-unquote expose someone some more, you're going to need to accept that you were on some shit too, and then and only can you start making claims like things he did were worse, and or have some explanation as to why we're getting these receipts that tell a completely different story, one that you have not mentioned whatsoever. True. Extremely true. Then Rowan, Sacramento 89, says, in response to Cheese Boob, who said, I've always maintained since the beginning that the age play stuff had been the most damning evidence, especially in regards to Ellie. The fact that he glosses over it and uses 2X's current testimony to deny age play, and the girl that was accused of age play's testimony, I think that's a little important, that they also have every reason to lie about, makes me think even more that the age play stuff has truth to it. You fucking... Why? Why would that add more credibility to sexual partners, including the one you guys claimed he had age play with, denying that he was into age play adds credibility that he's into age play? What crack are you fucking smoking? Reminder, Tom made up and was admittedly sexual with a woman whose 2 Instagram accounts were full of alleged pedo bait. Yeah, bro, avoided the age play shit and texting minors. I wonder why. Just a bunch of people calling it autistic and trash. Brandon Buckingham has posted Rowan's full name. Informative. A lot of laugh. That's the tweet we covered earlier. And then Left 4 Dead, aka Clorox Katie. I loved this post, by the way. Clorox Katie, Left 4 Dead, the other girl who accused him, the second accuser, said, "Watching right now, I'm on a plane. I'm gonna kill this lying." And then this person sent a tip to the FBI saying, "Enjoy your visit," to the BPD chick, which is very funny. I just realized the profile picture also. Holy shit. At Sacramento. Oh, this is the guy who posted that retarded post, I believe, right? Oh, is it a different name? It is a different name. Never mind. Just the same fucking whatchamaffuckit profile picture. At Sacramento 89, aka Rowan, I would suggest quitting the internet forever unless you have some very strong evidence in your response. Ooh boy. Me Mudahar. At Sacramento 89, I know a very wealthy man in Mexico that can take you if you need a new man in your life. This is Ethan Ralph. Ruben Sim, Roblox critic extraordinaire, was once in a lawsuit by Roblox. A fucking hilarious post here. Sacramento lied about him abusing her, lied about filming him without consent, lied, by the way, highly agreed to post with one disagree. Lied about him being in age play, lied about him being into CNC. Oh, this is so vindicating to read. Lied about not knowing him prior to dating, threatened to blackmail him if he broke up with her, admitting to being a gooner several times, referred to a pic of Lolita.
Cameron, content cop items. There's a funny aspect here I want to give a shout out.
Okay.
All allegations of the BWC is true. Cameron showed it to me in a gas station in 2001.
Where? What gas station? Was it in New York? A day in September? That's not funny. America didn't deserve that. Referred to a pic of a Lolita poster as inspo, repeatedly sent Tom unsolicited nudes, shared intimate photos of Tom with strangers, aka Joshua Moon, began posting about him on Kiwi Farms literally 4 days after he dumped her. Regardless of how anyone feels about Tom, this is clearly an insane person who's leveraging the farms to hurt his reputation because she got dumped. Literally, the one stone left unturned is the Zen pile. Sacramento's false allegations discredit real survivors of abuse and hurt way more people than just Tom. Fucking true, dude. Actually true. God, this kind of shit pisses me off. Very true, Ruben Sim. Sacramento 89 now, 30 minutes ago. And this is her latest post on Kiwi Farms. Yeah, I overblew some shit. Like, I said I was going to get into it, and I told him I liked it. I should have been more 100% about that. But I will say I didn't lie about Brandon doing whippets. I don't care! I don't care that Brandon might have been on the Night Twists. I don't care! I don't care if he was on the fucking Galaxy Gas. Eat my whole cock and bulb. That's what you didn't lie about? That's the one thing you didn't lie about, but you lied about him fucking raping you? You fucking weird bitch! What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit. Oh my god, I hate this person. I actually hate this person. Those texts were real, hence why he doxed me. And yeah, a response is coming at this point. It's all out there, so whatever, man. Oh, Ralph Emil, Ethan Ralph, is ugly as fuck, whoever he is. Oh my god, I fucking hate this person. You're God! Insane. Insanity. Absolute fucking lunacy. Brandon Buckingham did whippets. I don't care if he did whippets or not. That's not the important shit here. Get this woman some SSRIs, bro. Jeez. Holy shit. Fucking retarded bitch. Excuse me, but God. Actually pisses me off to see shit like this. Because no matter how obvious at this point now, it is like the vindication of Tom. Like, let's be so fucking honest. It is clear. It is clear. It is clear as day to me that these allegations are pretty much fucking false. Like, very baseless, pretty much debunked, disproven, in my wholehearted, honest opinion. It is very obvious to me. But despite that, and despite it being obvious to any fucking rational human being with any fucking brain cell, any sense of charitability in their bones, despite that being so obvious, there are still gonna be fucking people who will try to ruin his life over this shit. And that's what pisses me off. Hey man, comparing her to them is an insult to retards? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.